Woo! Where's everybody at? Where you all at? Where you silly sons? Where's everybody? Dudes with wrenches. First one in. We got 5 now. We got dude. Hello, dudes. How you doing, buddy? Hope everything's been well. See you've been slaying it as usual. Congratulations on the 100K, buddy. Get a few people, get a few folks in here. Few folks in here. Logan Wrestler, how you doing? A Murray, Bruce Algie, how you doing? Algery. Holy smokes, you guys all came in there. Wasted talent. Wasted talent fabrications. Fox can fix it garage. The whole gang is here. 23 people just like that. Turtle poop. What's up, brother? Missed you, man. I missed you. Rob 2112 YYZ. I know it's been a couple weeks. Happiest guy on YouTube. What's up, Joshua? Bimmer guy. How you doing, buddy? Good Lord. It's like Christmas. John Williams, how you doing, brother? 35 people in here already. Mark Olson. Can we get 40 now? 35 now. Give me 40 now. Come on now. What's up, Steve Hansen? What's up, Dano's Toolbox, the great Canadian. The great Canadian North. Great Canadian North. All right. Getting things 37 all people. Right. Whoa. Richard Snyder, how you doing? Hit that like button with wasted talent. Richard Snyder, how you doing? How you doing, fellers? How you doing? How you doing? Look at all the new Woody Clayton. How you doing? Hello from Kentucky, he says. Woody, how you doing, brother? Let's see here. I want to do some stuff here. What's up, OG Scuba Steve? Let's see here. What can I do? Chris Schaff, how you doing, brother? Let's see here. Wanna do slides? I have no slides. Extra camera? Oh, you can do extra camera? Video file? Okay. There we go. $42 people. Justin Smet, how you doing, brother? Sneeze 717. What's your thought on the new Snap-on locking flex heads? I've heard some bad stuff on them. What's up, Quick Wrench Tool Junkie? How you doing? Let's see here. Justin, what's up, brother, man? Good to see you. It was good to be out with you the other night. I was hanging out on Fluffy's live stream the other night, so I know I've missed you guys. Tim Windsor, what's up, brother? Sayer Mobile, how you doing? Hand pink waving. How you doing? Pink hand waving. Oh, it says it, but it doesn't show it to me. That's awesome. That's kind of crazy. I can't see that. It shows it like that for me, Sayer Mobile. But I can see it on the actual stream there, so that's great. Back in the groove, Dwayne B. Yes. Yeah, there you go. OG Scuba Steve says it too. So far, I'm not sold. Yeah, I've heard a couple people complain. I've not jumped on the bandwagon to get one. But I've heard a couple people say they don't like them. I think those locking from Snap-on would be better than absolutely better than the original, but still not. I'll tell you what, locking flex head is just not something that I'm really all that excited about anymore. Locking Snap-on is better than the old bump switch with it here and there. Yep. Yes, sir. Hi, Tim Fox. Sid Maffey. Nice CP. I was watching the scrapers. Did not know what the blank was for the plastic one. Bob M. Did not know what the blank was for the plastic. I'm not sure what you Sid Bob Sid Bob. I'm not sure what I don't. Are you asking me a question? I'm not sure what to say there for you, buddy. I'll help you out any way I can. I don't know what. Are you asking? I didn't. Scrapers did not know. I'm not very good with sometimes, so you have to. I never used one for 25 years. Yeah, exactly. Woo! 50 people in here already. Good lord. I mean, that didn't take but 5 minutes. Uh, had one hell of a day. OSX, Oxalate, crank seal, rear main seal, T main, seal housing gasket, oil pan gasket was a busy one. Yeah, dude, I've had a busy couple weeks. Corey, you, my friend, my buddy, how you doing, man? Everybody's my friend. Everybody's my friend. Well, not everybody. There's always some entitled degenerate out there somewhere that's not my friend. Uh, how do you say Knipit? 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 I say Knipit. I'm glad people got a kick out of that because that's exactly what it. That's exactly what was the milestone you hit today, Joshua? Nice quick wrench, locking flex head, crow's feet set. Locking flex head is like crow's foot set for 3/8. You may need it a K. You know what? Fox can fix it. That's the perfect way. They are exactly. That's exactly perfectly put. Very well put. Fox can fix it. I like the video on the toolbox organizers. Richard, I'd like to do more of that. I definitely had fun making that video. It was nice to because I was actually kind of it was knee jerk reaction on me. That was the first time I'd seen it. Didn't even plan anything. Just threw it together, and I really enjoyed doing that. Yes, aluminum, plastic, wood. Believe it or not, those plastic scrapers are. You can even use them for dishes, and there's a million and one uses for those plastic scrapers. They're just very handy. What's up, Alan Kaufman? Another Iowa fella. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you. CP Killer video today on the organizers. Thank you, buddy. What up, CP Tool Addict? How you doing, Shade Tree Tool Man? I love the picture you got there. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the damn balloon. Yeah, let's talk about that. China is really pushing us to a definite. There's some definite issues going. I'll tell you what. Did I'm not going to try to go political tonight, but if you guys watched the State of the Union address the other night, that was absolutely the funniest Saturday Night Live episode I had ever seen. For all the people that voted that guy in the office, you can just tell that the world is filled with 50% of America is definitely filled with delusional people. If they believe that guy is absolutely, he got heckled and laughed by his own peers. Unbelievable. And then this balloon deal, unbelievable. Uh, 8 hours of work with the seals and replacement. Wow. Yeah. What's up, Chrysler technician? How you doing, my dude? Good to see you in here, brother. Uh, Justice Mac, re-engineering what? Well, Sinise, glad you like that. What thin wrenches would you recommend? I absolutely love the Capri thin wrenches. They are my favorite, hands down. Kenny Pex. Kenny Pex, how you doing? Hello, CP. What's up, Peter Savinsky? My man. Hello, turtle poop. Little turtle poop symbol. Quick wrench. I was talking about the ratchets you commented on. Yeah. Justin, yeah, it sucked. The blank that was in the blank that was in for the razor blades. Yeah. Well, sometimes they put those blanks in there and they're not actually good for scraping. So that's good. That's a good question that you said that. Because I think Lyle ships them that way, but that's because that way they don't cut anything. Now some other people just turn the razor blades around, so I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, boys, boys, oh boy. Top tool players. Top tool. Shade tree. Yeah, I agree with Quick Wrench on that too. I think today's balloon was from North Korea. Oh, there's another balloon? Shut. Did I miss something? There was another balloon found? Are you kidding me? Mark, is there did I miss that? Is there another freaking balloon? Uh I understand scuba. A lot of my work takes a few hours minimum of the day, but for most of the things, yeah. I voted. Well, there was definitely not a spy balloon. It was okay, a Weaver balloon. Oh boy. I'm having trouble picking between Matco and Snap on 3. It's locking flex head. I'll tell you what, man. There for me, that's a no brainer. I guess if you want a locking flex head and if this is going to be a primary ratchet for you, personally, I would get just a regular flex head and forego and get the snap on. But yeah, you got to be freaking kidding me. This is getting out of control. Can you tell me what you think of the top tool pliers? I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna have to look at the top tool pliers because I didn't even know they had what they had for top tool pliers out there. Top Tool probably doesn't make their pliers. They're probably just rebranded. I don't think they make all of those. Let me look and see what I can see here. Yeah, I don't see any. You can get the. Huh. I don't see any Top Tool pliers. Oh, there we go. Okay. I see them now. Bent nose, flat nose combination, high leverage, long reach. Um, I guess it all depends on what you're doing with them and how much they cost. You know what I mean? They look like to me that they're just a regular. I would say that they're just a general run of the mill Taiwanese plier. Not nothing too crazy special. Top Tool doesn't manufacture everything. Their main manufacturing that they do is socketry, and they manufacture some wrenches and some other tools like that. But they're not a full fledged manufacturer. But they have a nice factory over in Taiwan. I can tell you that. I can't wait to get my hands on a Snap-on quarter-inch brushless 14 volt. That would be awesome, especially for what you do, Turtle Poop. I could see that being amazing because it's nice and light. Ha! They shot it down in Alaska. You got to be freaking kidding me. I want to talk about something else too today. Uh, I did the short, and boy, oh boy, I mean, I literally was the most just simplest. Not even. I don't know how to put it. I was the most nonchalant as I could be. And boy, Milwaukee fanboys. Now, if you guys like Milwaukee, I can respect you for liking Milwaukee. But you got to get on these guys that are Milwaukee fanboys, and you got to because they're ruining the brand. Milwaukee fanboys are ruining the brand. They're just as bad as the Harbor Freight guys. There's been another balloons flying over other countries. Unbelievable. Shot down Alaska. 99 left balloons. Ha! News says there's 7 hours ago a military shot down. That's unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. I don't watch the news usually, so I hear about it from others. Absolutely. And I haven't seen nothing all day today. Uh, absolutely. Snap-on slip joint pliers. Yeah, I love the Snap-on slip joint. The three position, Sinise 717, make it very nice because that middle position really opens up your ability to use leverage. If you're a slip joint plier user, I will say I don't use a bunch of slip joint pliers. Let me see. Can I share this screen? Let's look up. Let me get this screen shared here. I might, I might dip out for just, nope, we're good. Let me see here. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to share the screen here real quick. Present. Well, what the hell? It won't let me share the screen. Hmm. Why won't it let me share the screens? That's why. That's the whole point of what I was gonna do tonight. That definitely screws me. Come on, StreamYard. Stop being a hater. Well, I guess that's not gonna work out. I'll be dipped. Anyways, if you're a big if you're a slip joint plier user, then yes, I would go with the Snap-ons. Otherwise, I have a pair of Sonotos that are slip joints, and they're really nice, dirt cheap. As far as other slip joints, channel lock, man. Like, dude, the price on channel lock stuff, why not? You are 100% welcome, Sid. Yes, I own them. Often using my needle nose version, absolutely. Oh yeah, the new Snap-on LNC 46 ACFs are awesome. Have you ever tried the new? Yes, I have those. I love them. Hey CP, what's your other channel? It's CP, the average clinker. No video feed tonight. No, I'm in a secret location. I can't disclose my location tonight. Sorry, guys. I know that's not exciting enough, but I'd like to share my screen. So maybe if I change this. Nope, that didn't work neither. Well, come on, you little stinker. Present. 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 See what you get by upgrading. Present. I'm trying to share my screen because I want to share my screen, but it's not going to let me. Apparently. What do you do? What's your opinion on Eastwood tools? So, Eastwood does a lot of rebranding also, and I don't really have a crazy opinion about them. Some of their stuff seems to be relatively inexpensive, but it is a lot of it the same. It's just their name put on a lot of stuff. So my 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 initial impression, if I'm being honest, Peter, is that I'm a little bit sketched out by them. A little bit. They do a lot of promoting. They're a lot of they're kind of a little weird. But then again, when it comes to body shop stuff, Eastwood's pretty legit. Like they got a lot of body shop, and they have a lot of good body shop stuff too. So you can't knock them for that. Like they carry higher end tools too. So there's some good and there's some bad about it. It's just I don't have enough experience with it to really make a great decision. Who makes an anti-balloon missile, Mac or Snap-on? I believe if I'm being honest, you're gonna need to go and get like a 50 BMG. Probably time for everybody to get a 50 BMG, just for that fact. Yes, I own a 4-piece set of Mako and Snap 44-inch. Mayhew's are great. Absolutely, they're the bee's knees. Snap-on ratchet shield head, better quality ratchet, stronger, lower back drag, but the Mako locking flex on the locking stuff. Absolutely, there you go. Quick wrench. That says it perfectly. Absolutely, 100% agree. Snap-on pliers are very well made, probably the best in the market in most cases. Absolutely, totally agree, Peter. I don't know if there's tools of Eastwood. Yeah. Justin, you're correct. Mayhew make a great power bar. True quick wrench. Are also a minimum of $150 cheaper. I actually like the Mako's locking flex head in the different positions. You know what though? Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you. If I'm being really honest with you, why buy the Mako ratchet when you can just buy the gear wrench and save yourself $200? It's pretty much the exact same ratchet. I really don't see any difference in them. There's very little difference to them, and people. And I know the debate about this is crazy, but I almost guarantee I can put a gear wrench head inside of it. And to be honest with you, I don't actually believe that Matco is actually making that ratchet in the USA. I think they're fudging it somehow. I think they're like fudging it and getting the shaft made in USA, and then the internal parts are not. I think there's some sketchy stuff going on there. So if and it's not me hating on Matco, but the honest to God's truth is that I just feel like why not buy the gear wrench? I've heard a lot of good things about the gear wrench 90 tooth ratchet. It has the same locking design as the Matco. You can get it in a comfort grip, and I'm not a big fan of gear wrench, but that's a couple of their tools I could live with. Just kind of like Harbor Freight. I prefer my Tecton slip joints to my SK slip joints. Actually, there you go. That makes sense. I think Tecton slip joints are USA made, aren't they, Mark? I'm pretty sure Wildy Tools makes them. Mongrel Tools, are you in the bathroom? Nope, I done that earlier. I dropped the kids off at the pool earlier. China Lock and PT are both cheap and decent, absolutely. Slip joints are the least used once you get the Cobras. There you go, Mike, and that's exactly where I'm at. CP's already in the bunker. No bunker tonight for me. Yes, the live stream. Hello, yes. We'll have a few people on. I think if a couple of you fellers want to jump on in, let me know. You got to send me an email. CP the Tool. Here's the deal. If you want to come on, I'm not very good at getting emails and all that business coming out. CP the Tool Addict at gmail.com. If you want to come on the live stream and chat it up and have a ball tonight and, talk about tools and balloons and whatever we want to talk about, have just a good old sweet time and not give a flying, you know what. Let's, shoot me an email and I'll get you on the live stream. We'll have 6 people on here and, other people can look at you and I won't even let them look at this pretty face here. I won't even take up all the screen for you. So, maybe I can just give you the old, CP the Tool Addict Christmas card. CP the Tool Addict, you with your classified documents. I know you have some. Yeah, I did not get my classified documents. CP the spy flew above the offices of Mac and Snap-on. You know what? Some of those guys actually believe that's probably true. There's a lot. Fox can fix it. There's actually some of those guys that actually wonder how I get my information, and I have some good friends and some high places. Let's just put it to you that way. I got people. My people are quiet. Okay, that's the best part about it is my people are quiet. We don't have to say nothing. We don't have to stoop to conquer. Tecton USA. Anybody talk to Larry Croft either? By the way, let's all call out for Larry. Larry. I haven't heard from him for about a month now. Tecton USA made pliers. Yep, cheaper than buying one. There you go, Jeremy. Hell yeah. That's another option. Just got a bunch of tethered Nipex gear for working up mast. Oh, dude, that's awesome. You're a real hero climbing mast, dude. That's crazy. I don't know how anybody can do that stuff. What's up? 1, 2, 3, Master. How you doing there, buddy? Hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good Friday. No, the Wildies aren't bad either. They're actually really nice pliers, and yet punches and bottom from the Nards. Yeah, Wildy. Well, they make pry bars. All the pry bars for what is the one? Hyper Tough. They make all the Hyper Toughs. They're definitely good tools. Definitely good good value USA tools. Raptor pliers. I have not used the Raptor pliers yet. Ed A to Z, what's your favorite coil spring compressor? I have no favorite coil spring compressor. I use what is the one that I haven't used a coil spring compressor in so long. Ed A to Z. I definitely don't like the ones that you put on the coil springs. put them down. But I use the what's the name of that one? The red one with the screw on the top, basic one. I think Rayman Ray used the same one that I used, but I barely ever use a coil compressor ever now. They're they're out of my wheelhouse normally. I would like to get the Cornwall one if I do. Looking at a Remington drone loads. Balloon popper. Balloon popper part number SGTT4B. I will agree. Snap-on makes the best ratchet. There you go. Smash that like button. Yeah, dude. 123 Doll Master. How you doing tonight? Mayhew. Ever no, Mayhew didn't do nothing. Yeah, Matco is sketchy. 717. The Raptors are neat, great for plumbers. There you go. Save your money, buy a gear wrench over Matco. Best bang for the buck. There you go, dude. Slightly better than the gear wrench. The Matco has more handle options and colors. But here's the thing: is it quarter-inch drive locking flex ergo is the one I want? Here's the thing: is though, is it worth? Dude, Matco ratchets are the same price as Snap-ons. They're out of control, stupid, and they break all the freaking time. I put three head kits in mine already. How are your tool truck guys? My tool truck guys are good. So far everybody's still kicking. Nobody's went out yet. Yeah, the Wild makes Tecton pliers and a whole lot. Yeah, absolutely. They partnered up with them. That's a pretty good partnership. Was wondering if you're going live. Larry Borgstrom. Hey, guess what? We've got a very special. I don't know when your birthday is, Larry. Can you tell everybody when your birthday is? What day it is? Let me know. I want to hear what. I don't know. I know you said your birthday, but we'll say. I want you to tell your birthday, and then we'll everybody give Larry Borgstrom a shout out. Larry Borgstrom is 25 years old today. 25 years old. He is a lifelong trucker. He's 25 years old. He's got 45 years in the truck, and he's the outlaw. Larry Borgstrom, the outlaw. Yeah, I personally own 120 series gear wrench, and they're nice. Personally, I don't feel they are the same CP, and I've tried the 90 tooth also, but I will agree with the Matco is fudging the numbers. Yeah, I just, man, that's my only problem with it. It's really hard for me to look past. I don't, maybe I need to get a 90 tooth gear wrench and look at it versus the Matco and see how much worse it is. But there you go, the original Armstrong 88 tooth ratchets. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, Jeremy. Those are the bee's knees right there. I'd come on, but I can't compete with that hat. Well, I mean, do you want me to change it? I can change it another one. Let's see here. How about, hold on, let me see if I can do this. Let me get my degenerate hat on. This is my degenerate. This is my West Coast degenerate hat. Let's see here. We got Dano. Hello, Dano. CP on Mount Rushmore. That has a ring. Ha! Did somebody say what's going on? Warren Pedro Blanchard just got in from work on a turnaround. Oh, wow, dude. Well, I'm glad you make it, Warren. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Love the truck wheeling on your profile. That's awesome. I'll join next week. I'm actually listening on my phone while working on my drafting table. Right on, brother. Hey, Henry's doing good. He's right here next to me, just resting away. He's he's doing his thing. Laying at my feet. Shoot a link, I'll pop in later. Okay, sounds good. Let's see here. For prying stuff, I have no reason to change from Mayhew. Yeah. Thought on Icon toolboxes. Man, I think there's better options out there. I think Icon is really at the top of the line of what I would consider a really nice DIY box. I think it's not nice enough for a professional series box, for a good professional series, but I think it's probably perfect for somebody who wants to have a really nice DIY box. If I'm being honest, that's my honest opinion. I think the price on them is what kills it for me. I don't like the drawer layout on the icons. They tried to copy snap on too much, and this is me being completely honest and keeping. I'm trying to keep I'm trying to keep my whatchamacallit here. I'm trying to stay unbiased about it. Here. Okay, hold on here a second. Let me get this link sent out here to a couple fellers. Let me see here. Like this cup. All right. Let me see here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was lost. Now I'm found. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, shit.
You're good.
I double clicked on that. Sorry about that, Justin.
You're all right.
Sorry, I was just looking here. I'm trying to get freaking links sent out here.
You're fine. You know this. I understand totally.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good today. I'm glad it's Friday and I don't have to work this weekend. That's always a positive.
Yeah.
Especially when you work 11-hour days.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Hey, brother. Being a blue collar man is always a it's a thankless job.
Oh, it's thankless, but I mean, like I get always, compliments from my drivers because I'm a fleet tech, so I always get compliments from them, and and I was always raised that you get what you pay for. You literally you work to buy the things you enjoy, you love, and you take care of your family no matter what.
That's amen to that. I totally agree with that, and that's what this country's built on, and that's the people that I support. I don't like this. I don't like how the world is treating people these days. I see it more and more where these the
younger generation need our help.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking. This is what I was thinking the other day. Okay, I was in a shop. And I watched this younger, and I don't think it's a generational thing. I think it's just something to do with certain people. One guy, one guy was working with an older tech, and he was working fine. And the other guy was over there working, and he's like, "Hey, come over here and help me." And I go, "Okay, not a problem."
Okay.
And I said,
so situational, like on how each person was individually raised.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, well, I mean, I think social media has kind of changed the entitled degenerate is what I called this.
Well, yeah. Look on how we grew up. There was no internet until, at least for me, I didn't have internet until I was like 10 of actually having a computer in my house.
Right.
That I could actually be on.
Yep. Hey, AOL, man. I mean,
good old dial-up.
we weren't able to when I was working on cars. I remember I had disk for all data we had to put in, and it took forever to do that to get.
You had a disk?
Oh,
I was using the paper books.
Oh, really?
Well, because when I was a kid, that's all my dad bought was like. So I grew up doing diag with that. Well, so I learned how to be damn good at it as a kid.
Well, I didn't really work on anything of newer quality until I started going when I went to school, and then I got out and started working in the shop for real. Like I grew up working on stuff, but it was always carbureted stuff, which That
Yep,
not
same here.
tilt manuals. I had tilt manual stab, but I'm talking about when I was at the shop. All I had was all that. And it was on disc.
Oh,
And we used Mitchell for labor times, I think, sometimes because all that about then was really, really sketchy.
use your store and put water in.
Have you looked at Tekton's mini extensions? No, I have not.
Yes, I actually own the Impact versions.
Mini
they're great.
extensions. What are
It's basically the mini versions of your regular extensions. So it's the smaller ones.
Like really like the flat short ones?
Well, my Impact ones, I have them in the 3 sets, so I got it in both in quarter and 3/8 and ½ inch. But that's basically, yeah, they're just the smaller versions so that you can get in tighter spaces. That's really. I have both sets, so I have my chromes. I still have my Huskies because I'll never get rid of them. I love my Huskies.
Right. You got the old USA ones.
I bought mine in 2017, so I don't know.
Yeah, some of them were, some weren't. It's hard to say. They're still pretty good. You can't.
But I mean, I've never had one rust on me, and I've had the Ratchet since then. The only thing I've had break on me, and that's after 5-6 years of just using it, was either a ½ inch or a 9/16 ratcheting wrench. That's it.
Copy that.
So that ain't bad if you think about it. When I paid, I think it was like $900 for the 815-piece set from Husky.
Yep.
Back in 2017. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, dude. And if you start off with that kit, that's a beautiful part about. You know what?
oh yeah,
that's a good
that's
point.
what I started off with.
You know what? That's a good point. Everybody always says get Impact stuff. And I'm gonna blow up the whole comment section right now, but everybody always talks about getting Impact stuff. But those kits are such a good deal usually, and you'll end up using a lot of that stuff, taking it.
Now, I will agree if you're going into heavy duty, get at least ½ inch impacts.
Right.
Don't need 3/8, don't need quarter, but you need to at least have ½ inch impacts for heavy duty.
So it's weird. Some guys that from heavy duty say they use a lot of quarter inch. Quick shout out to Corey Bramer and my boy Andy P. How you doing? Canadian Revo guy. Man, that guy sent me a sweet video.
Yeah.
Yep. Larry Borgstrom's birthday is February 16th, everyone. He's gonna be literally 28 years old. Everybody give him a happy birthday. He's got 58 years experience and he's gonna be 28 years old.
I love it.
Yeah. And I have the Impact versions and love them. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I gotta move up to here. Happy birthday, Larry. Look at that, man. Look at that. Thanks, guys. I really like the flush fasteners. I'm gonna blow through some of these comments real quick. I want to try the 120 Matco versus. Why does this thing do this to me? Gear wrench would be a good video. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see this. Putting the Matco guts in the gear wrench. They're close but slight differences. What's up?
Yeah, it's mainly the paw and the actual where the thing comes out in the middle. Those are actually different completely.
What's up,
that I have seen on Kuhn.
Yeah. I haven't ever tried it personally, but they're just they're so close anyways.
They are. Don't get me wrong. They are close. It's just on my personal feel, I could tell the difference between a gear wrench. And I also, like I said, I own Husky, and I'll take a Husky over a gear wrench.
Yeah.
So that tells you something, CP.
Yeah. That's the other thing is the Icon box is too shallow for the money. You can get deeper boxes for the money with the Icon. That's exactly what I know about them. That's right there. Bubba Ayers, what's going on? You Texas slinger, you. I don't know what to call it.
I love his box. His box that he vinyl, man, that thing is sexy.
Speaking of Icon, he's got 2 of those now, I think. But Bubba's he bought his boxes pretty reasonably priced, and he's been getting along with them really good. So, quick wrench, is it smaller than Master Force? Yeah, it's actually like the same size, and to be honest with you, I think I would rather have the Master Force. I like the layout better. It's got a 3 long door setup on the Master Force.
Yeah, I have the 46-inch Master Force, so it's only 2 on top, but I mean it's a great box, and I only paid $1,200 with the 16-inch side drawer.
Right. I think the Icon should be, and that it depends on which one.
It should be $600 cheaper.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. Just a little bit out of it. Oops, hold on. Did start a deal with Cornwell 3 weeks ago. Good prices, good trade-in deals. Bought a 30-inch blue power half-inch drive flex head for $189. Speaking of Cornwell, I think I'm gonna buy that new Cornwell Ratchet that's like 4 foot long.
Wait, what? They made a new one?
Yeah, it's supposed to take 700 foot-pounds.
Wow, I didn't know that. I just had a thing come through the email about Cornwell, so I might have to check them out again.
If my stupid deal would work here, I could present the screen and show, but I don't know why the StreamYard sucks. It has a mind of its own. It does whatever it wants to, but it literally has Cornwell has a new Ratchet out. I was checking my email here. I'm trying to keep up to see if anybody else sent me anything. What up, Tommy C? How you doing? Tony Couture, what's up, buddy? That guy's got a sweet have you seen his setup?
No, I haven't seen.
He's got a nice Milwaukee toolbox. He's got a nice clean. He's got a sweet shop.
See, the only reason why I didn't go with Milwaukee, like, okay, when we talk about tool brands wise, like your basic stores, the reason why I went with the Master Force over all the rest of them, because even Husky didn't make a 24-inch minimum internal.
Oh, really?
Master Force was the only one at that point in time that made 24-inch drawer-wise
depth, the true 24-inch depth.
Yeah,
and not like an 18 when you get a 24-inch depth toolbox.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Totally, I get it. Macco price is ridiculous for 3 ratchets. Yeah, they are, dude. They're just out of control. The Icon is with a couple $100 of both the Williams and Proto roll cabs.
I didn't know that Williams and Proto were still making.
Yeah, I didn't even know they weren't either.
I thought Proto, like, I know Proto still makes ratchets and all that, but it's all industrial, so I don't know how a person would do it.
Vidmar, and the Vidmar would be way more money than that.
Yeah.
Vidmars are stupid expensive.
Oh, Facebook Marketplace. Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Very good. And I really enjoy how you keep yelling, "Knippets!" A lot of people said that. Yeah, thank you, Fred Pusher. Glad your wife enjoys it. Some people do, some people don't. Thanks, brother. Small block 388 turbo 400 Ford 9-inch 513 gears, naturally aspirated. You can just call me Pedu. Been calling that my whole life. Oh, dude, that's awesome. All right, dude, Pedu. Dude, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I love a guy that does a little drag racing. There's no doubt about it. You know any millwrights? Nope, I do not. Kneepex. I'll be honest with you. You know what the funny thing is? I've heard tons of people complain about how they've been like savagely torn apart in the comment sections, but the Knipex guys, they don't even mess with me. Not even a joke. No, but
they're not bad people. They really aren't.
No,
they listen to the customers. I've never had a problem with any of their products growing up.
Like the Knipex fanboy, like the guys that like.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever watched somebody's videos and somebody like rages on them for not how they say Knipex? And I've yet to see anybody ever come into my comment section and say anything about it. Now, it's not like I did the short the other day where I said, "Hey, I want to hear about your Snap-on broken tools." Every Milwaukee guy has to go. Every Milwaukee guy has to go, "Oh, I got Milwaukee. They're awesome." I didn't even ask for Milwaukee. I said, "I want to know what your Snap-on broken tools were," and like 50% of the comments are just people that don't listen to what I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm happy. Like this is the thing is, you know what? I got no problem with people that have Milwaukee. It's these fanboys.
Of any tool company. It doesn't matter what brand of any of them. Like Now, the only reason why I went with Milwaukee personally is because I grew up with Milwaukee, so I know how their product works.
But you get it. I'm not like, I don't judge you for what you use.
I know you're a tool addict, man. You have everything underneath the sun, just like I do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not brand loyal. I'm what I like, and that's what I usually buy is what I like. If I don't like something, I give it to my little brother.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. I'm over getting brand loyal. I got brand loyaled right out. I got brand loyaled right into the right into the poorhouse almost at one point in my life. When you try to buy, which don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with buying. There's a lot more Snap-on tools I might buy, but I'll be honest, it's not me anyways. I don't know that I could actually stand buying from one tool truck because I like them all.
And that's the thing. Same here. Like, there's certain things I only have two tool trucks. Damn tongue twister. That I only have come to the shop, which is Matco and Snap-on. But I also buy online through Amazon, so I look at what I think is worth the money and what isn't.
Right. Exactly. And sometimes you can pick up some stuff cheaper elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like the only thing I can't find usually cheaper is like when you're buying, let's say, unless you're buying old Snap-on, keyword is old, like 90s.
Right.
You can get them for fairly cheap. You get brand new ones that are like on eBay or Amazon. I swear to God, those guys are trying to get dollar for dollar or even 2 times more than what it originally charged.
Right. Totally agree.
It's insane.
I do have my camera on. It's just you can't see me. I do have my camera. Munchie, what's up? What's up, Munchie? Richard Ocho, what's up? It's the Ocho Cinco. Shannon Dickerson, how you doing? What's your favorite torque wrench? My favorite torque wrench, man. You know what? This is kind of a funny question. This is kind of an interesting question. I can't just answer anything straight up ever because I always try to overthink it a little bit. But when somebody asks me about my favorite torque wrench, do I enjoy using a torque wrench? Absolutely not. So a torque wrench is not even a favorite tool of mine.
No.
What's my preferred torque wrench? My Snap-on is my preferred torque wrench. And despite what I've seen in several videos here recently, about Snap-on torque wrenches being, which I understand they are $900 now. I will say
that's my issue right now. It's like, yes, I know who makes their tools, for when it comes to the torque wrenches, and like I found at least a good one for what's the other one, CDI or whatever.
Yeah, CDI.
I found one of theirs for the 1/2 inch and 3/8 for like $250 for the set, which ain't bad.
I have Precision Instruments, which is the other brand. It's American brand. CDI is one Snap-on owns, but honestly, do you even need a digital torque wrench? Absolutely not.
No, I use regular the bar one, the one that basically clicks when you push it down.
And that's just it. You can use an angle gauge, which Lyle sells them, and they're like $35. An angle, you know what the thing about angle is? What really kills me is the only reason I have a digital torque wrench is because when you're doing multiple jobs and doing angle torque
presets.
Yes, presets. It's exactly the whole reason. And I think that's the big misconception about why people think they need a digital torque wrench. Well, you don't need a digital torque wrench to put wheels on. That's a waste.
Nope.
That's an absolute freaking waste.
I haven't bought a 3/4. That's just way too expensive. But I do like I will admit, I'm really contemplating getting the Snap-on one because I do like how it works.
That I will tell you right now. Have you not seen my Precision Instruments 3/4 inch torque wrench setup? That is
no, I didn't check. I didn't see that video. When you make that one,
breaker bar and it's got a torque wrench. That is the hands down the best torque wrench for a 3/4 to have. I did a heavy duty 3/4 inch, dude. It is, and I got mine for a smoking deal. I bought it for $375 back then.
Oh crap!
Yeah, and that goes up to 675 foot-pounds. But that is a deal. If you're a heavy duty guy, that is absolutely the only way to fly. in my
Oh,
opinion.
I'll definitely be looking into it, man. That's for sure, because that's what I plan on getting, because it works great for when I'm doing like some of the wheel nuts. Some of them are 400 pounds,
Right. Oh,
especially with our mixers.
yeah.
Regular trucks is 300, so I use the Tecton one for that.
Well, I was doing a Ford pinion, and to crush the pinion seal on a Ford to get the
Yep.
pinions in a row, you have to get it to like 400 foot-pounds, and I couldn't do it with a 3/4 or with a
Ooh.
half-inch. And so
Yeah.
I bought that 3/4 for that reason specifically. I don't use it all the time, but then I got it also so I can do tractor lug nuts.
Yep.
What's up, Fearless Ferris Fire? You good looking devil, you little fella out there just ripping it up. I see on Instagram every once in a while. I don't see any videos pop up, but I think he's got a little Toyota and he's out there doing his thing, just building stuff and just being around. So, Andy P, as an HD tech, I use 1/4 to 1 inch drive. See, and I do hear that. Not every heavy duty guy, but I do hear that frequently from guys. So,
Mark Olson said about torque sticks, I won't use them.
Oh yeah, no, and then there's nothing wrong with it. Reach full retirement age as of 08 February. Oh, congratulations, Mark! Congratulations, dude. That is awesome. I'll never see retirement because by then the government will have literally destroyed the economy so bad that I'll have to work until I'm eating cat food.
So we're 80.
Yeah.
Because I think you're only like 6 years older than I am at CP.
Yep.
I'm 35, so
Oh, yeah.
I know you're around there.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Yeah.
I'm almost a decade ahead of you. I don't plan
what I'm
on.
saying though is we're both going to be in our 80s.
Yeah, I don't plan on seeing any Social Security. My retirement's going to be based on me only really need a half-inch as most. A half-inch starts 8 mm, 6 mm. Okay.
8 mil. What half-inch are you buying? Mine starts off at 10.
Some of them do start off at 8 mil.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I don't know under why you'd put a half-inch on an 8 mil, but some guys.
No.
I said that one guy said he uses a half-inch 10 mil all the time.
Yeah, 10 was understandable because a lot of these 10s they're making where it's out in the elements. That's the only reason why they made it for the half-inch sets.
I got a bunch of 1/4, 3/8, and half-inch tech correct extensions for advanced for cheap, and they give them good gifts. Get a few, throw in the box. Oh, there you go. I only use Snap-on sockets and Max sockets. I feel they fit the best. Yeah, dude, that's kind of the thing. Once you start using better sockets, you definitely really become a little bit like me. I mean, I can tell, and I just know. I know when I'm using a cheaper socket versus another. Now, I'm not saying that. I've said before, you can get your job done doing whatever you want with whatever you want.
Yep.
Nothing I'm saying is gospel. I'm just telling you, it is what it is.
But there is a difference between weighted sockets and those. See, personally, I don't like Max sockets because they do not work as well for impacts. Personally, I like having full sockets where the whole socket is one piece. It doesn't have that shallow top and then wide base. I don't like that. I like having it all one basic piece like Snap-on and I don't even own a lot of Snap-on. I own Husky for when it comes to my half-inch impacts.
Gotcha. I just bought a new 55 Williams Pole, a little bit cheaper, but it was a long time ago. Oh, nice. Anyone have any recommendations for a good budget stubby wrenches? I have some Tectons and I have some Dynamic, and I am perfectly satisfied with both of them.
Sunex goes up to 1 inch.
Yep, Sunex. I heard that. Yeah, because Tecton doesn't go up to 1 inch. I don't think.
No, they go only to 3/4.
Yeah, they're kind of. That's definitely a thing. Like I noticed that if you want different sizes, I needed a 22 stubby one day, and I think that's why I ended up buying the Tecton. I think I got the Dynamics and SAE, and I think they might go up to 1 inch, but I could be wrong on that. But I do like.
See, I have both of them in Sunex for when it comes to metric and ASC because the ASC went up to 1 inch and the Sunex went up to, I think, for the metric was like a 6 mil all the way up to I think 20 with no skips.
Oh yeah, dude. Are your Sonics ones ratcheting too?
No, I buy just the regular.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't have ratcheting.
that's what he wanted was stubby.
Oh, ratcheting wrench. Oh,
Yeah, but
I
I
missed out.
understand. I do have the Sonics and a stubby non-ratcheting too, so I do agree with. I like the stub. They're cheap. They're dirt cheap, and they do the job.
Yeah, they're like $40 or something on Amazon.
You will say the truck, or you will be made to eat the bugs. How did you like that, Mark? Was that a good impersonation? Did that nail it there for you, buddy? Only downside to the Williams box versus the
Sie
comparable.
sprechen Deutsch, ja?
Yeah, Specken Devoits. Nine.
Ik spreek er een bisschen.
Only downside to Williams box is the comparable is the top mat isn't as nice, huh? The Yukon toolboxes at Harbor Freight are oh yeah, the Yukons are terrible. U.S. General is the best bang for the buck. I would agree there 100%. I would
Their
say
Husky box, their regular Husky boxes aren't bad though. Of what I've seen from other guys,
no, the
like
Husky box,
the wood top version that
no,
I think it's 28-inch depth and 72 inches long, something like that.
yep. The I the well, if it comes down to a toolbox that I would recommend getting from Harbor Freight, it would definitely be the U.S. General. I'd say
Yeah.
if where's he at? Robert Morrison. I think that's the same guy. Robert Morrison legitimately has a 14-foot wall of toolboxes.
Jeez.
I wish they had more drawer options, but the new U.S. General that's coming out is definitely nicer, more well set up, are going to be nicer. I think that's going to be a killer deal.
Is it going to be kind of like how the Mako 6S looks like, or
like a
what's
4?
going on, man?
Same old shit. Just another day.
Oh yeah.
Had to finish the video for tomorrow. I'm back talking, but I hear Brandon Loyal. I buy what I want, I need, and what I like. There you go. See you later, Doc Holiday. Have a good one, buddy. Hope to see you next week when you come on. Oh, we got Pedro. What do you do? Oh, he sent me a picture. Pedo sent me. Oh, he's got me a video. He sent me a video of his truck. He's got a sweet. His truck's the truck that's in his picture is different than his. Oh wow, that's nice.
This profile.
Yeah, it's a short. It's a step side, 90s body style Chevy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's one thing. When it comes to old Chevys, man, I love them. I don't care what style. As long as it was the old Chevy trucks, loved all the styles of the old Chevys.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it comes to cars in the 70s and before.
There you go, Paul. I think that. I agree with you. It's better. But the Yukon is okay for home. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Caro Torres, how you doing? I have a 40-inch snap-on, 48-13, and 34-inch snappy box. Cart work. Nice. See if we got in here. The icon is exact. Oh, yeah. Exact replica, exact looking, but not the exact same. I've been thinking of getting an Epic, but honestly, I don't really need it. Just a waste of money. Yeah. Carl, they're so expensive now. Yeah, I don't like torque sticks. Dial torque every damn time. My favorite snap-on kg. There you go. It's like 16K. Yeah. I think I'm behind here in the comments, didn't I?
Yeah, we're a little behind, both of us.
I'm gonna get caught up here. I'm 58. I don't know if I'll ever see Social Security. That's not good. I love GPM. Yep. I like Sonic. 54 likes. We can do better than that. Sure we can. Last video had 150 likes on it for live stream. You know what it is. I like the Mac 3/8 short impact sockets. Yes, they do. And you can get the extra short and snap-ons too. You just have to buy them extra short. And snap-on, which I kind of like just having the extra short option. I don't like because the short ones kind of like let the bolt fall or the nut fall down too deep sometimes.
So, I have the super stubbies that they make for so for like what the heck am I trying to think of? Doing starter bolts because they're 12-point, and you only got like about an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, in order to get the bolt mostly out, so that you don't get your ratchet stuck. So that's why I bought the super stubbies.
I had a bad experience, and this is kind of a good comment Mark Olson's talking about here. I did have one wrench. I think I did on a video a long time ago where I got the Sunex wrenches. And then QSP is not, their finishing process is definitely a little bit left to desire. Of course, pretty sure they're getting them out of, they're made in India. I think the rest of them are. I remember, I'm pretty sure they're not even made in China. They're made in India, I think. But that's what it is. You can clean them up on the buffing wheel too. But I understand what you're saying. I really like the Tech Corner and Stuffy. Good evening, CP. Bad news. Last weekend the shop was broken into. Broke my lock and my box. Cleaned out my wrench pliers. Oh my God. Smashed the locker door. Made off with the blow molded tools. Wow. These guys had a lot of time on their hands, didn't they?
Right.
They knew exactly what they were going to do. That's insane. What's up? Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? Hope the giveaway went well. I didn't catch it. I think I didn't catch who the winner was. I don't think, did I? I might have commented. I seen the video one day and I remember I got distracted, like usual. Squirrel. So
I like Paul's comment.
Paul's upcoming comment. Damn, Chris, that's yeah, dude.
How about doing a video on telling our wives why we need to buy more tools? Well, I'm divorced.
Paul, you think that would
I don't know
actually?
if that was the issue, but
Oh, there he is. Right there. Richard Morrison, 14-foot Homac toolbox. So yeah, just couldn't justify saving a little bit of money getting the 22-inch strap versus the 24. There you go. So that's definitely why you do your homework, and that's the whole point of this. Is that whether you look at the Husky, you look all over, because I think Richard Morrison made a very educated decision when he was looking at stuff. What fits your needs. I'll give you all the advice in the world, but at the end of the day, I don't pull the money out of your wallet. I'm not putting it in your garage. I'm not doing what you're doing. And I think there's a lot of factors that I think a lot of people, and I realize I probably was a little bit too harsh about that before when I first started doing YouTube. Being so matter of fact, black and white. But dude, this is if you're gonna buy your toolbox custom thing. I just seen a guy the other day that made a comment. He's got a nice setup too. He's got a tool vault set up, kind of like Bubba Ayers. He's got two of them, 2 blue lockers on each end. I can't remember his name, but he was a super nice guy. And I forgot to respond back to him. I need to, and I just got so many messages lately. I was meant to do it, and once again, squirrel. But
tool vaults actually do look very, very nice. That 84 that they have for like, I think it was 6K. That thing looks so beautiful.
Oh,
From Tool Vault Elite. Oh my gosh, that thing looks so beautiful, especially in neon green, or not neon green, but it's green. Thing looks awesome. You'd have to look it up. I know all you have to do is put in Tool Vault on Google and put it as Toolbox. It shows up right away.
Gotcha. Same truck. Oh, you know what? It just looks like it's vintage kind of from the thumbnail. Thumbnails are terrible because they're so small anyway. So I just don't get a good picture of them. But now that you said that, I can tell it's probably the sunlight because it looks so shiny in there. But yeah, dude, that's awesome, man, dude. That thing's pulling the front wheel. Are you going any dragon drive events or anything, Warren? Thank you, Quick Ranch. Hit that like. Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the $9.99 super chat. That is pretty cool. You're awesome, my brother. I appreciate that. Spend that money to make money. Yeah. Yep. Son from India. Too many people pay off for good quality. At least. Yeah. It's something. I don't think we're going to be buying anything from China here for too long, to be honest with you.
No, Torres just wrote a thing is so true. Once you go to a Snap-on or Macro toolbox, you never go back. At least for the first 5 years to paint it off.
Yeah. I agree with that. The fact is that warranty is an issue sometimes. That's my only. That's my
which one?
On if you buy a used toolbox, you don't get the lifetime
Oh,
warranty. Which I will say that buying, I've never had or seen good luck with warranties from Snap-on. That's the reason why I bought Mac, because I have had a toolbox that had to get warranted. If it wouldn't have been for the fact that I bought it from Mac, I would have never ever got that toolbox warranted, and that was a rusting issue. And I gotta say,
oh,
Mac Tools absolutely stood behind it. And I've actually seen, and I'm here in Iowa where toolboxes are made. So keep in mind, the shipping
yeah,
wouldn't cost them a bunch of money to make the parts or the toolbox, and they were offered to replace some of the drawers, but they would not replace the housing on this guy's toolbox. And I said,
dang,
that's BS. And they go, it was due to floor soap. And they said, well, that's because somebody was using floor soap. And he said, well, you powder coat these boxes, they should be sealed. It's never
yeah.
implements. And they said, well, we didn't plan on it for getting floor soap on it. So now
That's bull crap. That is bull crap.
keep in mind, this is before the Epic series came out, and I think they did paint coating and stuff, but
Oh, so it was before the powder coating.
before they changed some stuff. It's 20 years of technology. That's good. Guy still didn't contact me to get the stuff. I have to mention again in the next video. Don't know how long. Who is his name? Just in case he comes in here, Eric. I'll give him a shout out and see. Tommy see through. Once you get the snap on, Matt, you never. Yeah, I do. I do feel like that would be. It's going to be really hard for me to change out if I ever want to go back to something else. The older I get.
Well, I don't think you're ever going to go to it, CP. You already got, what, 3 Mac boxes?
Yeah, 3 Macs and 1 corner. Yeah, so I don't need to. My boxes are paid off, and I mean, the only thing I can do, I've got money to trade now.
Like, if you wanted to, you could go for, like, a trade-in, like, to go bigger. But, I mean, do you really need to when you have that many boxes?
Yep. No, you need to add on. Is what I need to do. Richard Morrison, you know what's really interesting, Richard, is that I honestly, the one toolbox nobody ever talks about is one called Strike. They're in Red Deer, Canada, and I feel like that's probably the best bang for your buck. Those guys sell a badass 30-inch tube toolbox, and it's well made in Canada. It's just a shipping issue. If you can get them shipped to the United States, which that's been a problem, obviously, you got to check them out. I talked to the guy that owns it. His name is Bob. Super nice guy, and he said, I'd love to find a dealer in the United States. If I was a tool truck dealer, if I was a tool, if I had an independent tool truck, that would be the company I'd be trying to work with to get their boxes and warehouse them down here. And I would order them by the truckload. Just because.
I think I've seen them before, but I don't know.
Nice colors.
Oh, the strike boxes, yeah.
They're nice boxes.
Yeah,
they're very well built. They're very nice boxes, well built, and good bang for the buck.
Yeah, dude. I think the box itself is $4,000 for the bottom, and that's a 30-inch box that's 72 inches wide, maybe. I don't remember the exact specs, but they're definitely quality.
They kind of look like the Tomahawks or whatever the name is. They kind of look like keywords, but I think they are better built.
I don't know what a Tomahawk. I've never seen the Tomahawk.
Strike boxes are built. They're top notch.
Yeah, dude, the guy is super awesome too. Really, really nice.
Top notch Canadian built box.
Yep. I love my Max Snap-on too. Oh yeah, dude, Canada. You guys really. I've never put my hands on a tool vault. Sounds like a lot of background noise. Oh yeah. Just a little bit. From South Louisiana, playing some racing after the turnaround. I bracket race and run Super Street, sometimes NHRA. Oh, that's awesome. I watch it. I love watching drag racing. I'm pretty excited to watch Sick Week coming up. I'm a football. As soon as Super Bowl's over, that's the end of my sports season. I don't watch baseball or anything else. I only watch college football, and I really don't watch NFL. I'm only really a college football fan.
I'm actually personally waiting for 2K3 or 2K23 to come out for Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I always watch their stuff. I love NHR all day. I grew up going to the racetrack here in Wisconsin at Kaukauna Raceway, which is actually supported by NHRA.
Yeah, I love NHRA too. Oh, I love wrestling too. That's why I missed one Friday night. I was watching the Penn State. It was number 1 versus number 2 Penn State. Didn't turn out so good for us, but
Who won?
Penn State did.
Yeah.
They've got a hell of it. They've got 4 national champions on their team.
Oh crap!
Yeah, Cale Sanderson, who was an ex-Iowa State wrestler, and then he's undefeated. He's a legend. I mean, I grew up wrestling. Iowa's the wrestling capital of the world. So, what do y'all think? Do you give away again? How? Mark J won. Who's Mark J? Wait, we got Mark in here. Is that Mark? No, Mark Olson. Mark J won. What do you guys think? I personally am not. I personally like doing random giveaways. I'm gonna send things out to people. I send things out to people from here on out. I'll just hit people up, and if I get a hold of them, and then say, "Hey, I'm gonna send you some stuff," and then that's the best way to do it. I feel like rewarding people who are loyal is a lot better. I want somebody to get something from me that has been supportive and that has been appreciative and has, that's being genuine. They're not just here to get a giveaway stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. I want somebody that's not like trying to just kiss my ass. I don't like people kissing my ass. Okay. I'm not looking for people to just try to kiss my ass. I'm not really out for that. I'm not really down for that. I personally would just rather have genuine people. That's all there is to it. Paul Magnolius, your background noise. Gotcha. I bought a Snap-on 3/4 torque wrench 3 years ago, $900. Strike Toolbox, yes, it's Strike. Red Deer Strike. There you go. Andy P said it. Strikes. STYRKE. Tecton Toolbox. Oh yeah, dude. Tecton Toolboxes are nice, but they are more money than the Strike box for the size you get them. But they're also made by another company that's up in Canada. They're really nice. They're a lot like the Stanley Vidmar proto ones. I got 2 Snap-on Toolboxes. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Chris. So Chris, you haven't tuned for anything? I never did hear anything back from Mac. We're gonna get caught up here real quick. I'm gonna run down through this.
Yeah, run.
CP, you're the best, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate the $4.99 super chat. That's awesome. Appreciate you supporting the channel. You are awesome. It'll help me buy another pack of plastic razor. Well, we'll get a plastic pack. We'll get some more tools on the channel. But yeah, dude, I got a lot of stuff still coming up. I think it's just Justin's kid. I think he's watching this kid being a dad. No big deal, man.
Yep.
Yeah, PSU is always loaded. Yeah, they've got a stock team with having him, Phil Sanderson there. That's how it is. More. What did you say here? Yeah, exactly. You've got scratched and dented Snap-on, lock, dude. What the hell?
Ouch. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some overhead. I'm gonna run off. Wife isn't feeling like, oh, dude, she had a camera put down her throat yesterday. I'll catch you. Hey, dude, Turtle Poop, we want to have you come back on sometime again, man. So whenever you can, let me know, brother. I like having you on. So, what's your little guy's name, Justin?
Her name is Nevaeh. She wanted her Elsa dress on, so I had to help her. She's not feeling the best, but I mean,
Well, you're being a dad doing your thing.
Yeah.
We don't mind the background noise for that. I'm super picky about the drawer layout toolboxes. No point spending if you can't get exactly what you want. Exactly. He actually commented on one of the video to quality on 1 year ago. He won, but don't know if he still follows. Okay. PP, join us on there. I'll be at a Super Bowl party this Sunday. Okay, that's all cool. Yeah. Gotta go. Late for my old bones. Night, y'all. Hey, Andy, I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah. Well, Dave, how you been doing this week? Busy this week?
Always busy. I don't know what happened. Ever since we died the hell out when COVID first hit, stimulus checks got sent out, and we have been on fire since. I mean, like, we're always backed up. We're backed up days.
Congratulations, Shannon. Oh yeah, it's weird, man. We're getting to be that time of the year though. Stuff's gonna be getting fired up, and
Oh
time
yeah.
time to make money, right? That's all there is to it. All right, sorry. Congratulations, Shannon. Congratulations. Anybody notice the little button,
What button?
the little emoji button that you can hit on the side of the channel now?
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
I didn't even see that one.
But I'm always on my phone. That's how I do everything. So
I've never seen it before until tonight when I was going to get on. I was like, what in the hell is going on? Seeing little party streamers, seeing little party streamers, and now there's little
yep.
100
talking about?
On the live stream, that there's little emoji things you can like. There you go, heart for me.
Excuse me.
Heart for me, David, and little party thing, little party bubbles, or I don't know what. There they are. There they are. Little faces. You see them flying up. There's a sad face, a happy face, a heart, a party guy. Like you can. I don't know what that's all about. They're trying to make this thing.
Take care, works for tools.
Yeah, take it easy, Eric. Have a good night. So what else has been going on?
Yeah. Well, this week was very interesting. I had to do both first and second pusher on a dump truck in the past 2 days. I had to redo the bushings for that. Had to put in 6-inch bolts of 3/4 by 10. And that was the back two parts of the bushings. The other ones were 3/4 by 10 by 5.5 for the fronts. Let's see here. What else did I do this week?
I had brake lines.
I got brake lines to do tomorrow.
You do?
Yeah.
On a Chevy?
I don't know if I'm going to do them tomorrow. It's a really good customer of mine.
You had brake lines on a Chevy?
Oh, what do you think it's on? It's a Suburban.
Luckily, check this out, Dave. This is no joke. I didn't have to do the rears, which is not uncommon. The rears were like perfect shape. And
That's rare.
Yeah, and then the fronts were, I only had to do the front 3 left, like the master cylinder, and then the front left brake. What are the chances of that happening?
That's actually rare for that.
Oh, dude, Dave, you dirty sucker, you.
I got a 96 S10. That's why I said it's rare.
From Dave. Thank you, Dave.
Oh.
Right.
But
in there
a good customer of mine dropped his vehicle off basically as we were closing tonight and said, yeah, I hit my brakes and my pedal went right to the floor. It's a 2005 Suburban. Ooh. Now I did a complete brake line set on his wife's 2007 Suburban. And I'm like, we made a joke about he's like, mine haven't rotted out yet. I'm like, I'm sure they're there. A couple months later, now he's bringing me his truck, which is actually older than her truck. But I told him, I said, I'm pretty sure he probably popped the brake line. I said, it's probably popped on one of them going to the rear.
Yeah.
But it could be one going to the passenger front.
Oh, you know, that's the one that always blows first.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, that one or the rear one. It's that one or the rear one.
But dude, this one, I'm not even joking, Dave. The rear ones are perfect. They might have been replaced with stainless steel already before on this one, but I was blown away. I was like, dude, that thing looks like brand new. What are the chances? There's no way. What are the chances that this thing's like that? But it is what it is. I was blown away. I was floored. I was like, okay. And then I put rear brakes on it, and then I had to clean the tone rings on the front ABS. So basically just servicing all the brakes on it. The front brakes were perfect. The guy he does a great job keeping up his truck. There's no doubt about it. Trying to get the energy. I got to do my taxes too, and I
Paul,
don't. My taxes are
funny.
a bear. My taxes are a bear because I have I have 3 different W-2s that I have to do. My tax accountant does not like me. Believe me. We had someone that could come in with rotted out brake lines on 1960 Dodge Swinger. Oh God. You know what though? I would actually rather do that than have to deal with an ABS box on this GM.
Well, that you're messing with 3/16 on that old ass. What was it? 19 what?
Oh yeah, 1968. Yeah, but you just take some vice grips, and if that don't work, you change out the wheel cylinders, cut them off, and change out the
Well,
wheel
I'm saying
cylinders.
no. You're only dealing with 3/16 line. You're not messing with 1/4 inch.
Yeah, that 1/4 inch doesn't. It
That
doesn't.
1/4
It's
inch
not
will
forgiving
cut
at
you.
all. It's not forgiving. It's very stiff, and it sucks. We had some.
It's very tight up by the ABS unit.
Yeah, dude, that ABS. One, dude, put them in
That's
that.
where those dynamics come in pretty handy.
You know what you do to people when you don't like them? Make them put all the brake lines on an ABS unit on a GM. That's what you do to them. Like, because that's a miserable job. You're up underneath there, you're fighting it, and you can't see nothing because of that stupid plate. Why? I don't even know why they have that there. It's supposed to be for. What do we got here? Oh,
yeah, and then you also have to deal with the what the hell? I'm brain farting. It's all tight up in there. Bottom line, very tight.
Yeah, we're playing at the park.
Yeah. What like at the park?
Am I not seeing all of the chat? Did I miss something?
I'm reading it off my TV. That's what I've been doing. The one that caught my attention was Paul about buying his wife a pink hairdryer. And how is he going to top that for this Valentine's Day? Not much.
Buy her some pink screwdrivers.
Oh yeah, got insurance. Got insurance, but got her dragging her feet. You never know. Tough stuff. Jobs with that. Dude, you can't replace tools that you. I'll tell you what. This is no joke. This is what a kid said the other day at a shop that I was at. This kid says, "Hey, I lost this tool." And he goes, "I'll just buy you a new one." And the guy he flipped out. He flipped right out, and he goes, "Fuck." He goes, "Why were you even using that? You don't even need to use that." And it was a ratchet that his dad gave him that they don't even make anymore. They make another version of it from Snap-on, but they don't make that specific one. And he's like, "Dude, it's just a ratchet." And the fuck,
No,
it was bad. It was bad.
I don't blame the man for being mad about it. It's like whenever somebody borrows my tools, I literally, from any of the drivers, if they ask me to borrow a tool, I get their license. Because if they get popped with driving without their license, they lose their CDLs for 6 months here in Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's the same thing. It's they do that too. They did that too at the job where I was working. I was driving truck a long time ago. Then I completely
ABS is absolute bullshit.
Yeah. What is ABS?
Means that you're going to hit whatever you're sliding into.
Yeah, I listen, Mark.
You can steer your way right to it.
Oh, it's low profile. Yes, Snap-on super steady profiles. Pink. Yeah, ABS is garbage.
I don't have ABS. I took mine out.
I'll be honest with you. If you started driving before, let's see, I started driving in when did they start ABS? It would have been
92.
92 was first year of ABS. Yeah. So I never had anything with ABS until my first car with ABS would have been, let's see, what was it? Was it my Cavalier? It might have been my Cavalier. And I got to tell you, the first time I hit ABS, it screwed me all up because I was used to pumping my brakes.
Yep. I had 83 S10. I know exactly.
Yeah.
Pump the pedal.
Yeah, that's where the saying comes: "Pump the brakes, bud. Pump the brakes."
Yep.
Your dad used to sit in the seat and say, Pump the brakes, son.
It's not pure copper tubing.
Oh, you saw it for the brake lines? I've never seen that before.
It's not pure copper, is it, CP?
No, it's nickel. It's nickel copper.
Oh, okay.
Nickel copper, yeah.
Yeah, I like stainless steel because they seem to hold up really good here.
Copper is real easy to maneuver and bend.
Yeah. If you're putting, if you want badass lines, the stainless steels are by far the toughest. But if you want lines that will still last but are easy to put in, yeah, nickel copper lines are the way to go. And I have reservations on a lot of guys talk about you can buy them in sections. So I went through this back and forth. I buy them in tube sections and then I buy some in roll, but I really rarely put in roll stuff anymore because it always seems like you always have a union where you're gonna there's always a splitter. Like you can almost get a 4-foot section or 6-foot section of nickel back and cut it off and reflare it and put it on a rear section of ABS. You won't be able to get it to the long side of the front. So you want to do a rolled one if you do the front left of a GM. But that's why I like buying the stainless steel, though. That Dorman kit is $80, and you can replace brake lines all day long.
Is it still $80? I think it's probably like 145, 150 now.
Yeah, I was buying. I had them stocked.
I cannot believe how much certain things have gone up.
Yeah,
especially tools.
Yeah. That I will give you because I did my brakes because I took out the ABS, so I had to just do that. That was in October, September, something around there. And I took it to my nearest GM dealer to have them check out things. Come to find out, after them charging $350, doing the same thing I did, which was bleed the brakes and check the ABS unit itself, which I couldn't even connect to, and they couldn't. They did it for an hour and a half trying to connect to the thing. And come to find out, it was the master cylinder that was screwed, so that got replaced. The brake booster I already had replaced. So I took out the ABS unit, hard lined everything, and haven't had really much of an issue besides having to pump brakes again, which doesn't bother me. I grew up with it.
Me too. I'm older than both of you, so.
I know.
Well, you got to point out there. I know.
I don't.
Not that much older.
I'm a young buck. I'm honest. I'm 35, and I still feel like I'm 20 some days.
I never feel
like I'm 20 after I drink about 10 beers. But I
mean, you know what? The only thing I never feel like I don't know if I'll ever feel like I'm old because I always feel like I don't know enough. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
I always felt like old guys when I first started working knew everything, and they were like, I looked up to them so much. Like I was starting to say earlier, and I guess I probably did the squirrel thing and forgot talking, but like I was saying that when I was talking, these two guys worked good together, younger guy and older guy. But when I was working in the shop, this is how it started when I went. You always had an older guy and a younger guy, and that younger guy does all the heavy lifting stuff. And basically what you're doing is the older guy is teaching him how to do this stuff efficiently, helping him get along and stuff. And that's exactly what I liked about what I did when I was growing up. And the younger guy was over there going, "Oh, I know more than these boomers." And he's like, "Oh, I'm way better." And he's just cocky shit. And dude, he was just screwed stuff up right and left. He's fast, but all he does is destroy shit.
And those were the guys I never wanted to be around. Were the ones that were cocky because I've been around 3 guys that went to actual tech schools for being a diesel tech. You know, yeah, they knew a couple more things than I did, but they still couldn't do the job proficiently enough with doing it as where everything is made sure that it will work the same way as before you fixed it.
Yep. Chef Shade-Tree, how you doing, buddy? How's everything going?
Good old stuff. Hopefully he's feeling better.
Yeah, hopefully he is. I'm looking up to see the GM brake line kit to see how much it is. The 915-1115. $88.77, Dave. Dead serious. I don't know what this one's for though. Might not be the right model.
Nice,
it's still down there. It's still down in that range.
Yeah, I was surprised though. When you said that, I was like, yeah, man, I should check that out. I need to get more of those kits because a lot of times what the deal is, I piece them out, but they're all over the place. Dorman steel, and I know people are like, you're saying Dorman right now, CP. Listen, Dorman is like Harbor Freight. You got to know what you're getting when you buy from them. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
But they have they have all sorts of tube kits you can buy from 68 to 72 GM bodies. Believe it or not, there's just a bunch of them out there. If you look at those kits to see what they are first, you might be surprised sometimes. Sometimes they have those brake line kits. I got to tell you, the Dorman stainless steel kit is awesome. I have never had a single issue, and I know a guy that's got one on his truck and's had it for almost 10 years now. Here in the Rust Belt, and it looks fantastic. And here in the Rust Belt, that's saying something. I'll be honest with you, because a truck that lasts
10 years, that's not bad. That's pretty damn good.
Just not Ratchet. It's not a Tuma. Right before
It's your money.
It's copper zinc. It's copper nickel alloy. There you go, Analyzer. Same thing. Copper nickel alloy. I love bleeding stainless steel. It's or bending stainless steel. Not gonna lie, dude. Bending stainless steel is definitely, if you can do it right. JC Allen, you're 100% right. You need a flare kit. I will say about the flaring kit. I don't mind not having to flare things. Flaring is what slows the process down worse. That wouldn't you say, Dave? That's my biggest problem with doing brake lines, is having to flare.
Well, on those GM trucks, it slows you down. They just kind of route them all right. And well, I don't know how you go about it. I just go and I just cut all the shit out.
Yeah,
I've
I
done
do.
so many times. I know where all the lines came from, where they run. I think I usually start with the right front wheel.
Yep. How do you?
I'm sorry, Chef.
What's your attack? So I take the front wheels out, pull the inner fenders, and then I start taking the right front one's the one I do first, and then I go to the rear master because it's got the double squiggles in it.
Yeah.
Goes up, and then I go to the front master, and then I go to the left front wheel, and then I leave them all attached at the back. I just get them routed back there, and then I go back and start plugging them in.
Yeah, it's basically how I do it.
Yeah.
I cut all the old shit out.
Yeah. I take a socket on it.
I use a set of Knipex cutters, and I just go rip the shit out. Sometimes I can just like break it out with my hands. I mean, I live in Michigan.
Not gonna lie, it is kind of fun. I will say the only enjoyment on that whole job is when you get a set of crusty brake lines and you just grab and just snap them with your hand, and you're kind of like, you gotta lie. You can't lie. You're a little inside. You're giggling a little bit. You're like, oh, this is terrible.
It's like a dried out tortilla.
Oh yeah, it is bad. But the worst part is, if you don't cut them out like that, and you start taking them out, then that rust comes in your eyes, and you're trying to push the lines through, and that's what pisses the guy off.
Oh yeah, you don't want the rust all of you.
I'm not. Well, that's not good to hear.
I'm so sorry, Chef.
That's not good to hear at all, man. You should be back up in Ohio. You got a lot of stuff to do, brother. CP, do you think insurance will use new or used value? They will use new. Here's the thing is, Chris, I'm not giving it. This is not any legal advice. This is a suggestion. This is a suggestion. Make sure that all your tools that got stolen were Snap-on. And the value of whatever they're going to replace, if they're all Snap-on, they could be covered. I'm sure you only had Snap-on tools, Chris. Everything you had to be Snap-on, right? And you paid full retail price for it, right? So I have an umbrella policy on my tools for my wholesale. So if something happens to my tools, here's the problem: is price of tools replacement wise. Every bank will tell you, if you go get a loan, everybody in the world knows that tools are worth 50 cents on the dollar. So let's say you want to buy a new Snap-on Ratchet, and it's $250. Everybody in there not touching that Ratchet anywhere else but on the retail shelf. Anybody will tell you that Ratchet is the only place that's worth any money is on the tool truck, on the Snap-on tool truck. Okay. After it comes off that tool truck, it is worth 50 cents on the dollar. And that's considering you have white gloves on and you're carrying it like a baby. So that Ratchet's worth half price. So that's why I look at everything when I buy a tool. He said it's worth 50 cents on the dollar no matter what I do with it. So if I want whatever the retail price is, I want to knock as much off of that to get close to that 50% price. That's my goal end game on anything I ever buy. Is paying 50% for what tools are. That's how I live my life. I know that sounds like a crazy thing to do, but I'm telling you right now, tools, nobody else cares. I went to go get a loan for tools, and the banker straight up told me, hey, I said I needed $2,000. I bought a Waterloo toolbox. I bought a bunch of SK tools, and he goes, and I go, oh, I need $2,800, and the banker says, for what? And he says, are you getting a car? And I said, no, I wanted to get these tools so I can start my job. I want to get professional tools so I can get start my business, and I'll make my money back. And the guy looked at me and he says, son, he goes, that's the worst investment you can make. Tools are not worth anything. And I'll tell you what, when he said that to me, I instantly got pissed off. And I looked at him and I said, how can you say tools aren't worth anything when they make me money? That's how I make my living. And he goes, they're only worth it to you. And I go, exactly, which is a terrible attitude to have. And this is why I resent white collar people a lot, because that's what their mentality is they look down on mechanics and say, oh, you spend so much money on tools. Well,
Any trade they look down on.
Yeah, they do. White collar people are pricks. They sit around and tell everybody what to do, how to do things, and they go to school. And I'm not saying everybody white collar. I know there's like 5 million unsubscribed from me now. I'm not saying every white collar guy. It's just like anything else in life. Not everybody. I don't clump everybody in this.
Exactly.
But generally speaking, whenever I see a white collar guy that's throwing his nose up, and they don't understand your trade, or dude, I've heard it all my life. Go to college. Go to college. Where's all those people talking about going to college now? Okay.
They're all in debt.
Yeah, those are the same people that told me to go to college, and guess what? I don't have any debt, and they over $100,000 now. So what's up? What's up about college now? The trades are where it was at, and that's where they're going to be at. The trades, being a blue collar person, there's nothing shameful. The shame that they put on people and the people in this country for being blue collar is pathetic. I know a lot of people that have a nice life that are blue collar people. They live in nice homes and they're very happy people.
My grandfather worked for Mercury Marine for 40 plus years till they made him retire because his spine had to be fused, and he passed away in 2017. And that's one of the biggest boating motors there are in the United States.
Wisconsin, buddy. I remember the guy that owned Cigarette, or the guy that he got started with Mercury. I watched the whole documentary on him. Mercury Marine's badass. They gave him.
It just sucks what happened after the original owner passed, just about like 8 years ago or something like that.
Everything's changing. School is just an orientation. Right there you go, Mark Olson. You're 100% right. My company has insurance policy for our tools. We just keep in our inventory. Yeah, that's a good thing to ask your shop owners too. If you're working at a shop, ask about the insurance policy and what they got.
My shop owner, as long as we keep track of what we have, he claims if anything ever happens, they'll take care of it.
But what's funny is I know a shop a long time ago. Now this is such a rare case, but it does happen. The shop had a fire. The car burned up in the shop, but the guy's one of the other tech's toolboxes was over there. So the shop owner's toolbox got burned up, and they covered all of his tools. His box, however, wasn't covered. And you know what they said he had to have? Renter's insurance. They said the shop owner was like, I didn't know you had to have that. And the shop owner didn't pay for his tools. It was a bad deal. Not going to lie to you. The shop owner washed his hands of it, and the guy quit, obviously, which rightfully he should have. But you definitely want to cover your asses for those types of situations. I found out a long time ago from that. I've had 3 house fires in my family. Not me personally, but my grandparents had a house fire. My uncle had a house fire. My aunt had a house fire, and all of them burned to the ground. And I'll tell you what, you want to talk about things that it took them years to get over forgetting about pictures and things that they'd see. You want to talk about something that will ruin your life, and it's just that way with tools. And I'm sure Chris is going through the same thing right now. We're getting probably lose everything. We're gonna have to sell his cars and houses.
Yeah, I feel bad for Chef, man. Hey, if you need anyone to talk to, this whole community is here for you, Chef. I mean that from the bottom of our hearts.
Just save your chef. If you want to talk to anybody, let us know so you can give us a hit offline or something like that. Give us a shout out offline because that's where you need to keep that at. I don't want people to misjudge you, or whatnot. So let if you want to talk to anybody or whatnot. I spent hours talking to you, and I tried. I'm sorry, but I couldn't help you out more than what I tried to, buddy. But really don't want to see you go. I don't want to see anybody go through a miserable process in their life. Machine welding. Yeah, there you go. Get back to trade. Yeah, get back to trades in high school. JC Allen, love you, brother. That is 100% factual right there. Get a good flaring kit. Oh yeah, sleep better. I got a Lyle flaring kit. It's awesome. Kneepax.
Yep. Lyle makes great products for a lot of different things. I'm telling y'all.
I might have to save my house from being tore down, but I might have saved my house from being. Oh, dude, that's a win. I don't have the money to fix it up. It's gonna take a lot. Just a mess, dude. Don't let go get some
turbo tie.
Dude, don't let the depression take over. Depression. Don't let the depression get you. Don't let the depression. I'm just saying, buddy. Yeah, dude. I mean, I can't even imagine, Chef. I can't even imagine. I write them off weekly. So I have statements, annual. Rough. Got into it. Listen, Chef. Hey, Chef, just don't air this stuff out on here, brother. I just don't. I mean, I'm not. I just don't want. I don't want people to. I don't want people to judge you, man. They don't know you like I know you.
We don't want bad light on you.
Yeah. I'm trying to help you, buddy. I'm trying to protect you. I'm putting you under the wing. Tools worth its income and generates over time. Absolutely. JC Allen, you work for yourself. I have several income sources, one full-time and one a full-time job of others. A tool is worth more than the resale value over time. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's funny. I make more money than a lot of yeah, dude. Paul Mendenhall, not gonna lie to you. I know guys that are white collar people that are sitting around acting like they're big bad business owners and this and that, and they talk that and they think they're like big shit. And I know guys that are out busting their ass working next to guys, and this is buddies of mine that own businesses. Keep in mind, my friends' mentalities that own businesses is to work next to their guys. And that's what we need to bring back in this country. You need to get away, throw the desk all out, get all the desk out of the offices, get all that shit out of the offices and put people back out on the, get them out in the truck, get them out on the job site, get them out there. I mean, I don't care what you're doing, as far as shop foremans and stuff like that, make sure they're out there in the shop, make the service riders get out and start doing oil changes. I don't give a shit. Nobody should be subject to not being able to get their hands dirty anymore. You want this country to get fixed right? Dirty hands get you clean money.
Yep. So, hey, question for you. JC Allen brought up there about Craftsman. They're being remade back in America or what?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Texas. Where's that? Where do you put that at? You put it up here just recently.
Yeah, you had it in the comment section. It was like 3 of them. It's almost at the bottom.
Let's see here. Turbo Tai, what's up, brother? How you doing, buddy? I really like some of the gear wrench tools. They seem they hold up decent with a good warranty. I don't get too excited about gear wrench anymore. I don't like the wrench. Here's the thing with the wrenches is the ratcheting side, perfectly fine. The open end side, I can't stand. Sockets, not a big fan. I don't like their sockets. There ain't really a whole lot that I need from gear wrench. To be honest with you, gear wrench doesn't stand out as an elite tool company to me.
You need gear wrench, open end spread.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
They literally spread like a $2 hooker.
It's like
That's,
what's his name? Lindsay from Clay Tool was trying to say, basically, I'm not knocking Lindsay, got his own business, but he's trying to say compare. I think it was looking at a macro flyer, and he was talking about how those flare nut sockets, flare nut sockets, were not worth the money. That you can get a gear wrench for this price. I'm not saying the Macro ones are worth the money. In fact, they're not worth the money.
I believe Torque Test channel showed that the Matcos are different than the gear wrench, and they actually had a better bite.
They might have better bite, better strength, and all that. But I'm saying the gear wrench. Put it this way: they'll never compare to a Snap-on.
No, they'll never compare to a
He
Snap-on.
said they wouldn't spread. He said they will not spread. Yes, they will.
The thing
They'll
is
spread and they'll slip right over it.
here's the thing is about gear wrenches is you can buy a precision torque wrench, which is a way better value. They were reasonably priced for the money, and I would say that you're better money off better. You can buy right wrenches, which are definitely better. And obviously Snap-on's top of the line. So discarding the fact Snap-on's really expensive, okay? So and the rights are kind of pricey too. So now you can go to the Mac precision torque wrenches. I think there's just enough options ahead of gear wrench that's why it doesn't put it into the category. If I had to buy a wrench outside of the gear wrench or outside of the precision torque, I'd buy the Milwaukee flank bites. To be honest with you, because I know that they are being made by the same company that's making the precision torques, and they actually hold up too. So that's another reason why I put gear wrench behind is because I think Milwaukee's building a better tool. Gear wrench seems to be losing ground, and this is a standard thing with Katie Danaher or the gear wrench group, Apex Tool Group. They don't have enough pull in the industry to make their own proprietary tools, and they just basically copy shit and put it out there. They're a shitty marketing company. That's all there is to it. I don't know. I'm just, and I'm biased to that. I get it. I feel like
precision torque wrenches are a very good wrench if you get them on the promo.
I just think so what does gear wrench build that's absolutely you would say that what would you do? I'm curious, 1, 2, 3 Dom Master, because you're always making good content. What would you say that you would absolutely have to own that's better the gear wrench? And I'll see if I can say something's better that's for the same price. That's a good way to look at it. Is I think there's not a thing out there that gear wrench makes that I can't find that's comparable in price and it's a better quality. That's what I'm saying.
Better than gear wrench, personally.
Yeah, there's you can buy some Cobalt stuff. There's a lot of options out there.
There's a lot of just even Masterforce personally, and I've used a couple, because friends have, at their own homes and everything. I've used Masterforce and I trust those better than gear wrench, and I've had gear wrench growing up.
Well, you got to watch gear wrench though, because gear wrench is a weird company in my opinion. They have multiple toolkits, multiple sets of stuff, and they may make 2 sets of something that are somewhat similar. There'll be some differences in what within that set, but one is made in China and one is made in Taiwan.
Not to mention the fact. Look at the
difference in quality right there alone.
Yeah, and
you don't want it if it's China.
You can buy the SATA shit instead of buying. Like that's the thing that Apex does. Apex is dicking around with so many different tool brands, and they've dicked around.
SATA is basically gear wrench, is it not?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The SATA.
I think I think Pittsburgh Pro is probably better than gear wrench.
I don't know about that. Those things are pretty bad.
I got a tech in my shop right now using Pittsburgh. I think they're Pittsburgh Pro impact sockets.
Oh, really?
I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised at how they're holding up.
Listen. When you get a long stud on like a '90s, early '90s, which I know you probably don't see them a lot, but this is where I found out the downfall. That center hole. I say the shit all the time.
Center hole's not big enough.
No, dude, those long. When you get a long bolt on those Pittsburgh Pro, they make them so thick. That's why they're good.
The broaching is so deep too. Yeah. The broaching is way too deep.
Well, but you can't get a long bolt. They're only like mid-length sockets, but they're 2 inches long. Yeah. You know what it is? It's like a prosthetic dingling, is what it is. That's what a Pittsburgh socket is. It's fake. What's up, Turbo Tie? Sorry, I had you hanging there. I know it's right on the next cusp of coming up there. Hope you're doing well. And then I'm talking about. I think he got a new job as foreman in the shop. I'm not saying you're white collar turbo tie. I know you're the legit real deal. So
I agree with you, Paul. Your wrench has gone down in quality.
yeah, I don't. And not only that, ask Nick. Nick sold with Gear Wrench. Nick, JD Tico Nick, he's sold with Gear Wrench, dude. He'll tell you that he
I
knows.
think in the last 15 years they've gone down in quality because before I went to prison in 06, they weren't as bad.
Yeah, no, they weren't. What is it? Did I miss the one? Oh, who had a job interview? I was going to address this. I did. I did. I've asked twice at a job interview when I was going to be there. Do you have insurance for tools? Absolutely. And they're like, if somebody, because the thing is, and I don't want to get back on this topic, but let me just say this real quick. When I asked that question, the guy's like, "Are you worried about somebody in the shop stealing your tools?" And I go, "No. What if my tools get the building burns down or the whole box gets stolen overnight while I'm not here?" And they're like, well, "That's a different story. Yes, that's covered." But see, that's the problem. They're stuffed amongst other mechanics too, because somebody takes your wrench and borrows it and doesn't give it back. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's obviously we got to use a little bit of diligence here.
Common sense, Phil.
Well,
Yeah.
I used to work. I work for independent, and he's proven to me that they will cover my tools if something happens. That's a question I've always asked everywhere I've gone to work, because, well, I have a lot of tools. I mean, I have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just investment in your box alone, if you have a professional grade box, I mean, that's enough to be worried about, let alone what's inside of it.
Listen,
No, I'm not worried about my other techs stealing my shit or any of that. But like building get broke into, I'd love to see a lift gate lift my box up. You're gonna have to have a big truck, and you're gonna be there for a while.
well, that's just like
Then
Chris Chambers said that they stole all of his stuff, man. Those guys had to basically back in there and rip off everything. That was a planned deal. That was like I've never heard of anybody doing that. Like they would bust into a toolbox like that. They
our
had no.
building is completely secured and all that. But going back to that though, I used to work for a corporation, a chain corporation, the largest actually. I was always told the largest in the country in the automotive aftermarket repair, which I will say was Firestone Complete Auto Care. And when I worked for them, if you wanted more than $3,000 of tool coverage, you had to give them a list of everything that was over a certain dollar amount, and then you could purchase additional insurance
Right.
through some insurance company they had set up with them
That's nice.
to cover their tools. I mean, I forgot if you figured it out what it had, how much it would cost you. Say you had $100,000 in tools between tools and box. I don't know what it would cost you weekly out of your paycheck to cover it. I don't remember that.
Probably like 200.
Huh?
Probably about $200 a week.
No, it was pennies on the. It was cheap.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was cheap.
You know what? Insurance like that used to be cheap though, right, Dave? I mean, back in the day, I remember having Aflac, and it only cost like $2 a week, and now it's like $20 or something like that. I don't know what it is now. I haven't had it for a while, but I know.
I don't know. I don't know if they still do that. I don't know how that corporation operates. I don't know if they're still doing it that way. But they used to give $3,000 of automatic insurance to the technicians on their tools. Anything over that, if you wanted coverage, you had an option to buy additional insurance for your tools.
Yep. Let's see here. I lost my deal here. Thanks, guys. Listen, Chef, you don't have to ever apologize to me for you going through a bad time. I just don't want you to put out all your problems on public internet because I know how people are, and I have people that follow me that are unsavory characters, ungrateful degenerates, and I don't. I just don't want. I don't want to see it. It pisses me off. I don't like bullies, and that's what those guys are, bullies, and they're gonna bully.
We protect our people.
Yeah, I don't like people who pick on people and all that jazz. So, set some gems, looking into their stuff. Aries, yeah, I've seen some Aries stuff that's kind of been interesting. I'm not really willing to go down too far down that road because Aries does have a lot of the same stuff. But I do see some airy stuff every once in a while. And I'm like, huh. I know. You know what the problem is with tools is? I will go back to this. I'm trying to do some cheaper tool stuff. It's really hard for me, guys. It's really hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to using a cheap tool, but as far as showing it on my channel and saying, "Oh, this is a great tool," I did the EP Auto kit, and it's a good kit like for putting in your truck and stuff like that. But
bringing that up, CP. I really hate to say this, but did you see the? I don't know if it was a short or a video. I want to say it was a short that Mr. Subaru put out.
about what?
He has the actual old or original EP Auto kit.
Oh yeah, I've already talked to the guys at EP Auto.
No, he pulled it out and showed that it's identical Ratchet.
Oh yeah, no, that was 100% Harbor Freight flexing on. So Harbor Freight, you can just that's the thing is
like when you bought it, it was not exact.
I know, but the thing about it is that
Subaru's kit, he had the exact kit.
That should show how dirty Harbor Freight is. They don't adjust these things to their customers because that's how much stock they put into their customers and care what they think. So they just changed the product. They actually went and got a hold of the manufacturer and said, "Why are you making it for EP Auto?" Never said anything about it to anybody, and then they just basically covered it under the rug. They're just like politicians. I mean, that when you're Eric Shitty and the things that you do, that's you should know. That's what this guy's MO is. That's how he lives his life.
Well, that Icon Ratchet is actually a pretty solid ratchet. It's pretty strong. Yeah, it's got nice arc swing and all that, but its back drag is horrible.
Dude, I will say, I'm not even joking you, 100%. With conviction now, I am completely convinced that ratchet is for the money. It was $40 for the 3/8 ratchet. And I don't remember, was it 39, 29? I honestly don't know why I would spend the money on that ratchet. It's over. First, second of all, the packaging on it, ridiculous. Like I said in another video. In fact, I'm going to address that right now. I actually seen a comment from somebody who thinks highly of himself, who was bagging on Lyle Tools, talking about how Lyle doesn't have any respect for their branding because they don't put labels on their tools and whatnot like that. And the total ignorance in this comment was appalling. Like I would love to just rip this one apart, but I'm not even going to touch it.
I already know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Heck, I have so much Lyle tools. It's not even funny. I love their tools.
Lyle doesn't focus their money on packaging. They save the.
We don't give a shit about the packaging. We give a shit
Hell
about
no.
the tool.
Exactly.
I care about the tools that they make. Like,
exactly.
There's so many separators for like doing U-joints and that they make that are better quality than most of the tool trucks, personally.
Let's talk about companies like Olsa, who put a lot, and even Capri doesn't put a ton of stock in their packaging.
No, they don't.
But Olsa goes over the top in their packaging and their marketing, and the amount of money that they put into their tools, and then they send them out to everybody. Olsa is a what I like to call the cover girl to Nipros too. Nipros puts a lot of money into it, but Nipros is definitely bougie tools.
Nipros are expensive.
They're not that bad though for the price.
Somebody went to Jared.
Jesus.
Oh my god! You know what, dude?
Really, you need it. I mean, how much was the box? How much did they spend on the box? The packaging.
$12.
Yeah, the packaging had to have been at least $10-12.
It's a cute little 3/8 drive ratchet. I mean,
yeah.
But it's got awesome chroming on. I mean, even CP will probably tell you the chroming is beautiful.
I won't block you for getting Snap-on. Why would I block you from Snap-on? Dude, I got an awesome idea for a short that would be awesome for that stuff. But Made in the USA is not. No, you're 100% right, Mark Allen. Made in the USA is not. That's a perfect slogan for Dorman. Like Harbor Freight, some of their stuff. Good, yeah. Did anybody know what another name for a tool company that makes the exact same pliers as Nip? Oh, there's Reka, and then there's the one I found. It's Steinreck. Yeah,
you got it.
Reka's the other company that makes them too. I think CP made a video about them. Yeah, I missed it. Let me see here. Rosberg. Look up Rosberg, Germany. Pleasure. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's Ryan. Ryan. What did I say?
Rothenberger.
No,
That's
no.
what the actual
That's what
pronounced.
that's what those guys do. Primary Rheinstag. Rheinstag is the one of the names. Rheinstag is the plumbing one. They make a lot of plumbing tools. Rheinstag does. They were the company that was started in 1959, and then Knipex bought them in 1991. If now I remember. Bought my
No matter what, CP, that's gonna always make me laugh. No matter what.
there you go. Turbo Type, I nailed it. I bought a set of solder wrenches. Exactly. Buy the sodas. I don't know how long Nupex has been around, but Rossberger has been around since 1949. That's pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. Richard Morrison, check out Project Farms. What do we say here? What did Richard say? Did I skip over Richard? I hear
Project
the bolt.
Farms review of what?
Yeah, I like the bolt biters. I do like the gear. That's one tool from. There you go. Richard, I think you did nail it on that one. The bolt biters are probably one of the gear wrench tools I would say that's probably their best product that I'd say they have.
I have saddles too, the 120s.
Yeah.
They literally feel exactly the same as the gear wrench 120s. The only difference, personally, is that the SATAs are heavier than the gear wrench.
Yeah. What's up, Shop Cat? How you doing, brother? I'm working on decals for my mini bike, and I think it's going to be sweet. Yeah. Ben Roethlisberger from the Steel Punch. My bad joke. Yeah. Roethlisberger. Different one. My Snap-on employee had his entire truck hit while parked at night. At least it wasn't his franchise. Holy shit. December 23rd, too, right before Christmas, to get your Nepros ratchets. Dave, will you marry me? Here's my Nepro. Will you be my dude? No, dude, this is what I'm gonna do for a short. I'm gonna give a ratchet to a mechanic and be like, will you be my mechanic? Hand him the Nepros. Huh? Somebody's gonna try to steal that idea, so I'm gonna have to get that out quick. But I'm gonna
right after the shows.
Too late already, man. It's too late. I'm sure trolls are already on it.
Yeah, I'm sure they are too. But I said it here first, so if you guys see it, you'll know. But I'm gonna literally give my Nepros ratchet to. I might just double view the videos myself and get down to one day and be
how many Nepro ratchets do you have?
I just got one. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more. Here's
what size is it? Because I just got
3/8 flex head.
Yeah, but what length?
I don't know, like 12, 14 inches. I don't remember what it was. It's a bigger one.
Only thing I'm just saying, bigger one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I just got the little shit thing here.
I was gonna get the little one, but
I actually won it. I actually won it off of my tool dealer.
Oh, did you? Well, it was $130, and I had enough 1/4-inch ratchets. I really didn't want another.
I'm just curious if they can take some aspirin into them. I mean, well, they're quick release, so that already weakens them. You know, with the quick release.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of quick release ratchets at all.
It's already going to weaken a part of the ratchet. So I just wonder, like the gear teeth, can they take the asp? Because I tell you right now, my experience with a Matco ratchet, they can't take no aspirin into them.
No, they're scared. Well, here's the thing: is the Matco.
I bust my knuckles every time I go. I will not put any ass into a Matco ratchet anymore. I bust my knuckles.
I definitely think twice about before I get into a Matco ratchet. Absolutely, no doubt. 123 Downmaster, you are. Are you close to 1,000 yet? I want you to come on my live stream when you're getting close to 1,000, so we can push you over.
Close to 1,000. You should be over 1,000.
Yeah, he's a great guy. True American dream is not to be in any debt. Buy what you want, save money, love better.
So true.
Downmaster's probably pushing the very high 900s. You probably could break them over 1,000 tonight.
Yeah, there's only certain. Big Ben rode my school bus when he was in high school. Oh yeah, because he was from Ohio. Weekly. If they steal my,
I do enjoy your videos also.
Yeah, good luck on.
I've been watching them all.
Mark, the reason why I don't like quick release is because I've never liked the way on how I rather pull my sockets off. I don't like like even my impacts, I have the cottering ring. I do not have any of the quick release of anything. Never liked it.
What's up, Brian Meadows?
This is not a sealed ratchet head.
No.
No.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. This, and you know what's interesting, CP?
Yeah.
You question Mako and their integrity.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe we know who makes this or supposedly makes this for them.
AJ Manufacturing supposedly makes it, and they've showed
Who?
the factory.
Who?
AJ Manufacturing.
Yeah, but they showed the factory. They didn't show it like.
No, they didn't actually show it being made.
It doesn't say made in the USA on mine.
No, it doesn't
say
say on any of
Mine's
them.
got an American flag on it. Mine's got an American flag on it. That's it.
Right.
It's American flag Mako.
What if they just polish? What if they just finish polishing them in the United States and they buy the bar stock them over? I guarantee you, there's probably some way that they figured out how to slide through that because Mako's got that apex in them. Shopcat, you are none of these things all together. That is an outright lie. You are definitely not an unsavory character. You have a great channel and you've got a great attitude, but not an ungrateful degenerate. No,
love his videos.
I'm told I'm deplorable just by someone. No, deplorable degenerates all know who they are. CP, one of your trollers got pissed off at me. Oh wow, that's awesome. What do you think about that? Why would they send a message to you? That's pretty weird. Why does anybody I've never told anybody to ever not watch anybody's channel or treated anybody differently that does watch.
I want to know how they send a message to them.
Well, I've been getting multiple trolls on my account again here recently, so they must be getting bored again. I can tell.
A month ago, I got put down for one
live stream. Is he talking through the live stream?
No, not on my live stream, but on like.
No, I'm saying, is he saying he got a troll that sent him a message on the live stream?
I don't know what exactly.
Because I've been watching it, and there was a couple instances where I zapped a couple people out.
Now don't pick sides, Dave, because that's not. We know how. I don't want anybody.
No, they're definite trolls.
They definitely pick on people for liking my channel, and that's pretty screwed up. That's how you can tell a deplorable degenerate right there. That's what liberals will do. They will try to convince you that you can only be on their side, and that's it. We're right and you're wrong. That's all there is to it. Deplorable degenerates. Claiming they're whatever.
Let the haters hate. Just ignore them. That's the best thing.
I don't hate anybody, and I wish everybody would just understand that I don't hate anybody.
I know. I don't hate anybody neither, Dave. Trust me. I'm on the same page with you. Come down to Florida where I'm at. I talked to a couple guys last week. They don't like. No, dude. Florida is like, you go to Florida and you're a Dem. Good luck to you.
Right.
Good luck to you. You come to Iowa and you're a Dem. Good luck to you because they're getting heat digging to them right now. Down hard. Ain't nobody.
In Wisconsin, we got crazy.
Yeah. CP, the back door to the shop is. Oh no. He's my big mate. Oh my God. What a joke, man. Like my buddy. And I got nothing against Dems neither. Don't get me wrong. It's not all of them. These are liberals. Really far left, completely out of their mind liberals is what we got going on here. AS duck nose the same as the Mac. Are the same as the Mac adapters. And my AS duck nose for this flyer, same as Cornwall cable cutters. Yeah, the Mac expert line, that wouldn't surprise me. Mac has two different ones. I don't condone such behavior, Shopcat. Obviously, no. Who is this guy? I'm not gonna say it because it's not worth it, Mark Olson. They're not worth my time. I'm over. They're already gonna blow steam because I said what I said already right now. So they're gonna blow they'll blow their top for that. They've got a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, it smells like cologne. Let's just leave it alone.
Yeah. I'm definitely with you, Mark Olson.
Nice, Mark.
We don't got time to mess around with that. I don't really care about that. I don't need
awesome.
to conquer. Not giving up my Coke and Mark Olson. That's where I'm at too. Right for me, my Coken, my Snap-on, my oh, there you go. Nut, dude. The nut grip. Yeah, dude.
I
life
kept hearing you talk about them. I got magnetics. I had to try them. They are the bomb.
They really do hold up if you do get a deal on. I've heard a lot of people say, see, that's what I think. The gear wrench will hold up better than the Matco one. That's all I'm saying. I definitely agree. My wedding ring came off the Matco truck. That's awesome because they have the groove rings.
I can always test it out, CP, since I got both the 120 and the Mako ratchets.
So, Mark, my reason why I don't like, I love quick release for only doing oily jobs. What Turbo Tai said absolutely goes along with this. I don't love quick release when I'm doing like jobs where I have to change sockets. So I'm constantly going back to like a 13 or, something like that. I don't like quick release. But if I'm doing a job where I got a long extension on, yes, because I don't want to drop the extension. So there's just certain deals. I don't even have that many quick release. Quick release is not something that was relevant on higher end ratchets because it's inherently weaker. They're hollowed through the center to have that pinhole to drop that.
That's actually, you're correct. That's actually a newer development in the tool industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like being popular in the 90s.
For me, being in it 28 years, it's a newer thing. I mean, we didn't have quick release when I first started.
No, they were on cheap ratchets, basically. That was a cheap ratchet trait, was because not only that, the anvils are definitely weaker. I mean, you see, and then I see these guys doing, and I'm going to knock on Project Farm right here, right now, and anybody else that does this. I've seen this a million times. Not a single tool channel out there that's done tests on ratchets yet has ever done it correctly. Project Farm put flex heads against street ratchets and put and quick releases against non-quick releases. If you are going to do a proper breaking ratchet test, which everybody loves, I mean, let's all break it down. I don't really care for them because I think they're hokey and they're very subjective. But at the end of the day, if you're going to do a legit test on ratchets all the way across the board, they have to be equal 100% all the way. So
you're exactly right. You can't compare a ratchet with a 15-inch handle on it,
right,
and set it on this thing and push it to its limits versus one that has, say, an 8-inch handle on it, because the amount of force that you're putting on the head of that ratchet is higher than what they're measuring or what they think they're measuring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hog ring is quick release. Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me that this ratchet here, when I put a little butt and a little ass into it, I'm not throwing out a whole lot more foot-pounds at the head of this than if I had an 8-inch. And I always see them doing the same test.
Right.
And they seem to always get the same numbers out of this. And it's like, I don't believe that.
No.
You're throwing a lot more at it than what that machine's measuring.
Yeah, every time I see
it. If the channel did it, I'd probably trust it a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think Quadorton has done any ratchet videos, but everybody else.
He sets it up very scientific, though. You got to hand it to Torque channel. He's very scientific.
And you know what the funny thing is? Everybody that does them on Mac ratchets, not a single person has ever not done one on some sort of locking flex or flex handle, and I don't understand why. So they're comparing it to another, like Project Farm gave the Mac a failing pass, which is ridiculous in my opinion. I don't agree with it, which I'm not sticking up for and saying that Mac's the best by any means. I don't care. I don't give a shit one way or another. But at the end of the day, I think if you're going to do a video where you've got 9 straight-handled ratchets and then 6 of them have quick releases and then 4 don't, you're not comparing apples to apples. It just like quick release and grief. Yeah, absolutely. I've been called a wide range of names before, even a Patriot. I guess I'm considered Patriots are a bad thing now. That's no doubt.
Oh, interesting. J.C. Allen said that the guy that designed the quick release was in '64, and then he sold it to Sears. Interesting.
You got a Filipino wife? That's why you're such a sweet dude, Mark Olson.
Filipino right. I'd have to agree with that. Sears years and years ago had a lot of quick release ratchets.
Yeah, I remember in the 90s was pretty popular.
Your license sometime after 1927, possibly. I have to try one learning. That's awesome. I like researching old tools and looking at old stuff. Cooking is fine jewelry. I need some locking extensions. Locking extensions are actually all the good ones are all made in the same place. Snap-on, Mac, Matco, all sell in the same place. They're all the same exact extensions from each other. So they're American made, but if whoever got the best deal on them, doesn't matter where you buy them from. I really like the PT flex head ratchet I got. Yeah, exactly.
Who's the company that makes those CP? The locking extensions.
I don't know who the company is. In fact, that's like a well kept secret.
Well,
Like
I don't think
Yes,
they make.
it is.
No, my dealers have told me. I don't think they actually make the whole extension, but they make the locking mechanism.
I'm not sure how it works, but I know that my
I think Snap-on makes their own extension, and then
so
they put the locking mechanism on it.
so
Mac USA may do the same, and then the rest of the stuff that Mac and Macco and all that make
so
are
so
rebranded.
so maybe on a Chrome one, yes, the Snap-on ones are made, and they might make the Chrome extension, but on the Impact, you know that Snap-on doesn't even have any Snap-on Impact locking extension. They're all Blue Point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're rebrands.
Yeah.
But on their Chromes, I still think they use the same locking mechanism, but they install them. They get it, obviously, from the company that makes it, and they install it themselves in their factory on their extensions.
I could probably get behind that, buying a gear wrench over Icon. I definitely think the Icon's very inflated for the price. They're right up there with Napa. Like, it's ridiculous. I had to Google Peter Robertson, Tennessee. Is that what you just said? Oh, yeah, quick release. Yeah. Lawsuit settled. Huh, that's interesting, JC Allen. That's good. That's a good one.
Like I said, I'm learning more and more. That's why I like being a mechanic, because I do learn every single day at what I do.
Well,
No matter what.
it makes sense. You kind of understand things a little more. Oh, look, we're almost caught up here. I feel the PT ratchets, long ratchets, hands down the best ratchets, and their price point. Absolutely. There's another option out there. I got another Mac Actress ratchet, 9-inch flex head, 1/4 inch. I really like it. It feels smooth. Compared to other brands. I like the mechanism. CPU Unity comparison video on wrench extenders. I only like the one that I got, which is the KT Pro, which I got from JD Tico, and I think it's great because it's the most universal one out there, and it doesn't take up a bunch of space. And I rarely use.
It fits every wrench too.
Yes, exactly. Fits almost every wrench. Honestly, I have a 10. I mean, like my 10mm wrenches. I have that PT extra long, so or no, not PT. Top tool. And I've never had. The only thing I ever needed it on seems to be like a 17, 18, 21mm for an wrench extender. I don't know about you, Dave, but like I've had some tie rod ends that were just absolutely ridiculous.
21, 22, 24.
Yeah.
Some 18.
Yeah, some bigger stuff.
I don't use it that much.
No, it doesn't.
I have to. I just bust out the glow gun, man.
So gear wrench
Blue
over Icon or Quinn. Yeah, possibly. It depends on situations too. Quinn could actually come in and have some decent
Before gear wrench and Icon.
I can tell you this much: the one that's really overflated is Doyle. Why would you buy anything Doyle when you can buy Channel Lock, which is a way better deal, and they're exactly the same price. I use the Krups. Oh, there you go. Krups, Mueller Krups. Yeah. Is that the one with the handle on it, Mark? A lot of guys like the handle. I just like having.
I don't think Mueller Krups makes anything without the handle on it.
I like that one.
Who are they? It's the other company that's selling one.
Jim's got one that's really ridiculous. I'll tell you what. Here's another thing is, speaking of some tools that I got to mess with, I got to play with some Vim tools this week.
Vim makes a wrench extender.
Yeah, but it's got that stupid handle on it. I hate.
Yeah.
It looks really cheesy. But I got to play with some wire cutters and some Vim sockets, and I got to tell you, they are extremely overpriced for what they are. The Vim.
Vim makes a wrench extender. Vim sells a wrench extender.
Yeah, the Vim wire strippers they were the knockoffs of basically like the JD Tico ones I got, and they tried to look like the Snap-ons, and they were super stiff.
Well, Vim actually doesn't make a single tool, do they?
No, they're just a warehouse. They're not even. They
just rebrand.
So their sockets, what are they like? Because I've looked at them and I never thought, I wasn't ever interested, but I mean, I was like thinking maybe a starting tech, maybe, so what's your thoughts on it?
The Vim prices are just stupid for the money. That's my real That's my real feel on them.
They're just expensive, really.
Honestly, once again, Vim's one of those companies, like kind of like what I say with Gear Wrench. There's not a whole lot that I look at from them and say, oh, I desperately need that. They sell a lot of gimmicky shit that they try to pass off as being awesome, but is it really that awesome? I've lived my whole life and never said, oh my God, that Vim, other than those little flex ratcheting wrenches, that did save my ass when I did have to do a door handle on a Dodge.
I'm trying to think if anything I have that I use.
Icon ink.
Meters or Vim. I don't think so.
Hey, whatever you use.
I don't think I use anything Vim. Where I say, well, that's a cat's ass. I don't think I use a damn tool.
So
Vim, I have Vim tools. Vim
used to be part of Easy Red and Durston Manufacturing. So, like, Vim, there was Vim, you've seen the old blue packaging, but they used to be Durston too. So there's some Durston tools that I used to use. They were kind of a special. They were trying to be a competitor to Lyle at one time, and now they seem to be shifting more to being some kind of specialty socketry company. I'm not sure.
Wrong in that. There is one thing from Vim that I have. It's an air hammer adapter or air hammer bit set that has, I think, a brass head, plastic head, or composite head of some type.
Like the thing that's Matco sells.
Yes.
The air hammer.
Huh?
That's for the air hammer, right?
Yeah, it's probably made by Vim for Matco.
Who knows? I know that they charge.
I've used the brass head on an air hammer before.
Yeah.
Situations
charge
where
like $180 for that set.
I think the Vim set's only like about 50. But
I honestly have a sneaky suspicion that Vim doesn't even rebrand for Matco, because Matco has a tool dealer in the South that which Cornwall uses too, and I think they're all getting their tools from that distributor. Like Vim buys from them too, and I think that's how they end up getting their stuff.
Having some of those same things, yep.
Yeah, they look the same, but I don't think they are the same. And it's hard to say. And to honestly, like that, people, they always say, "Well, it's Vim," but I honestly don't believe that is, because you never hear Vim actually say, "Oh, we sell these for Matco," or "We make these for Matco." So it makes me feel like they'll take the notary and say, because Matco's advertising for them when people say, "Oh, that's Vim," but honestly, those tools are being made in Taiwan. It's hard to say who's doing what. Matco's got the buying power. They can go right to Taiwan and buy those tools too.
Turbo Tecton is better than Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Better than Icon. Why? Because you're supporting American workers.
The switch on
a lot of people argue me on that, because if you don't support Harbor Freight, you're not supporting the workers within their store. But
if you're cranking on, dude,
they're a better company. I still think Tecton's a better company.
Just how many YouTube videos I'm going to have to rewatch to figure out what tools. I got Chris Chambers. I got 936 of them, so you can start with mine. Just hit a like on every one of them. It'll keep you busy for a while.
You have that much CP already in the past, like 3 years?
3 years, yep.
These are the Coke and nut grips.
Mm-hmm.
The full set.
Must have.
I only bought them because CP talks so highly of them. They're awesome.
Are those 12 points or
6?
Really?
Yeah. My camera, I must have it set on some stupid
setting. You're good.
No, it's because it's small screen. I'm on my phone, so I'm not being able to see well. Holy crap.
Hold on, Dave. Hold on. Come back at us, Dave. Come back at us, Dave. Look at it. Now pull them up to the screen now. I just put you on solo. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
I mean,
jeez.
Yeah, they hold right in.
Not a magnetic fastener.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
It ain't coming out.
No crap in your socket.
Well, that's just great.
I found mine from Chris Cox.
That's awesome.
Where I got these?
Online?
No.
Oh.
From my Mac tool dealer.
Nice.
And you know how much they cost me?
240?
Well, I think the set sells for around $90,
You're kidding. That's cheap.
and they're coking. They're matte finish. I mean, they're nice sockets. Very nice. Everything about all the machine work, kind of everything's nice. But actually, they were 100% free because a few months back, asked my Macco dealer if he could get a hold of Mac dealer, not Macco, if he could get a hold of a 1/4-inch set for me, and he did. And when he did, he's like, "Why do you want them?" And I showed him everything. I think I even showed him one of CP's videos.
Yeah, dude.
On him, and he's like, "I'll check into it." And he found a supplier that he gets them through. I don't know who he gets them through.
Mobile Tool
And-
Network.
You're right. What did you say? Mobile Tool Network?
Yeah, the same people that owned the Tribus tools.
Okay.
That's who
You
owns Mobile Tool Network.
Probably. I think you're right. CP.
Yeah.
You get the Mobile Tool Network. So he bought a bunch of set. I don't know how many sets he bought, but I bought the 1/4-inch drive set from him because I want it for like working in dashes, you know.
Yeah.
That shit don't fall out. And he sold enough of them, and when he got the 3/8 drives in, he sold a bunch of them. So he said, "I'm gonna be nice, Dave. You led me on to a good. I let him on to something good." So he gave me a set for free.
That's nice.
He didn't even charge me for them.
That's awesome.
But I've always given them tips on shit to buy.
Yep.
Like, hey, check out this tool. And a lot of it often comes from CP. I tell my tool dealer watches CP now.
All of my tool dealers come to me all the time for stuff, and I'm not trying to brag it up.
Look, I have 2 of my tool dealers watch your channel all the time.
People, it took me a little while to build a little bit of respect for, and I'm not saying like I don't know how to say this, but it took me a little while for people to build a little respect for my insanity for tools. And you know, I mean, I got a passion for it, and that's all there is to it. And to keep up with this garbage and keep up with what's going what and who's going where. I encourage anybody to try to do it. It's not something that am saying that I'm proud of. You know, I'm just saying it is what it is. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't, you know, like when it's cool. I like it when I can talk to people and they are like, you know, they're like, "Oh man, I appreciate you telling me that." That's all. When I share my knowledge with everybody, that's all that's the only thing that I get out of this at the end of the day. That's really something that takes away and feels good is being able to help somebody out and helping a tool dealer find a tool like this. This happened where Dave's seen it from me and he got it from the tool dealer, and it helps the tool dealer make some money. That's cool. That's pretty cool. What did I make out of the deal? Nothing. The company made it. At the end of the day, the company made the money. And you know, I'm not trying to.
You're helping out people, though. That's the main thing.
You know what? I'm old school, I guess, and I don't really look at it as I need to make something. I've heard people have told me, "Oh, you're giving up money, CP. You should be, you know, you should be charging people." And I'm like, why? What?
That's nowadays mind frame. Our days, growing up in the 80s, 90s, you know, even late 70s, our mind frames are totally different. We're helping out. We'll see somebody broken down on the side of the road. You bet your butt I'm going to be helping that person out.
Yeah, that's just. Well, I think that's Midwestern mentality too. To be honest, that's just kind of what.
My tool dealers are.
That's why I'm broke.
My tool dealers are all very veteran tool dealers. I don't have anybody that's like new and fresh on their routes. So they're like very into listening to the mechanics out there.
Yeah.
And you know, they don't care about that stupid contract that they sign. It says we'll only buy from your catalog and the supplemental catalog.
Yeah.
Never carry anything else in my truck. You get on my Mac tool truck and you can buy Milwaukee tools.
Yeah. That's what a tool truck should be, though. That's honestly, that's what a tool truck should be.
He sells what his people want to buy. He gives them options. You want to buy Mac USA? He's got Mac USA. He's got Mac Taiwan. He's got Gray Pneumatic. He's got Sonex.
You know what?
He's got Koken. He don't care.
That's what my main problem was when I was a tool dealer is that I was always being held back from, oh, you can't sell this brand because it's a competitor. I'm like, dude, everything on this truck is a competitor brand. What are you talking about? These alliances that these people build. It's ridiculous. You guys don't understand the amount of garbage that goes on behind the scenes. If I had to if I could literally get it out, well, I couldn't. There's no way you could because a lot of these people don't want to be exposed, and I don't really care to even go down that rabbit hole. But I mean, the crap that goes on behind the scenes, and then the stuff that I have to put up with from other people. It's it makes you wonder, like, are you literally do you literally have something wrong with you that you're willing to put yourself through this to go through this? And the other thing is, at the end of the day, I hope that my channel will support itself and that this will someday make something out of it for this opportunity to help share. I mean, I'm not trying to be a hero or anything, because this is far from a first responder type deal here. It's not like I'm changing the world, but helping guys out in this blue collar industry is what matters to me more than anything. At some point, I would like to be able to do something to help the blue collar community out. My focus has nothing to do with the companies. I don't give, other than Lyle, which I really do believe is one of the only last true blue companies out there that I really do appreciate. Other than Lyle, I really feel like a lot of these companies are just out for themselves, and it doesn't matter. And that's kind of, if you watch stuff, people will tell you all the time, stop listening to 97% of the people out there in this world just want to drag you down. And that's what a lot of these corporations' mentalities are, is they're just going to step on whoever they have to get to the top. I don't believe you have to be like that. I don't believe that you really have to trample everybody to get to where you need to get. You don't have to, you don't have to do that. And the blue collar community has suffered because of that mentality for a long time. Mechanics have been treated like shit. Truck wide drivers have been treated like shit. A lot of people who have really good jobs that are needed in this industry have been treated like shit for far too long. And my goal, I'm Micro is my hero. That's all there is to it. If that's say enough. Micro is my hero. That guy is my inspiration for everything that I do. Has been since I started watching Dirty Jobs back almost 20 years ago now. From the first time I started watching that guy, I really fell in love with everything that he did and everything that he was doing. And I really, 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 really enjoyed doing that. I would love to be able to do what he does and keep extending on what he does. The amount of time and effort that he puts in that nobody understands. I watch his podcast. I listen to everything he says. The amount of time and money that he gives towards the trade communities. And I'll tell you what, the other companies, Panellock, Klein, all these, I'm not saying they're not bad companies either, because Channellock and Klein put a lot of money back into the trade, and people don't understand that neither. There's companies that actually are trying to help blue collar people rise back up to where they're a respectable job out there, and people, where we can go to work with our lunch pail and be happy and come home and go drink a beer, and just be normal human beings and not have to pretend like we need to be high-fluting society, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I got off.
You're right. You're right. That's one reason I won't ever. I've never even asked him, but I will never get on probably any of my tool trucks and do a tool truck video.
No,
because I just, even if I keep everything hidden in secret, I don't want anybody to see them. I don't want their company ever come back at them. As I said, my tool trucks, I have 3 of them that show up. They're the big 3: Matco, Mac, and Snap-on.
Yep. The cost
Snap-on is the least. He carries the least of a little bit of everything.
Wow.
My Mac guy he's like an independent. He don't give a damn. He carries what his customers want. And my Matco guy is very quickly moving that way too.
Right.
I mean, he's not even buying stuff from Matco that Matco labels. He's buying it from Lane or whoever he's getting it from.
Nice.
because he says he makes more money off of it, can sell it at a cheaper price than Matco's actually selling it to him for in a Matco label. Like the Easy Red under the hood light that's got the big claw clip on it. It's magnetic on it. Matco wants they want like $200 some for it.
Yep.
JD Tico's selling it for $50 if he has any left.
Yep. What's up, Shepard and Badtree? Yeah, they are freaking. There's a lot of people that are killing people on those, and I agree with that 100%. There's got to be stuff is getting out of control on some.
Well, he told me the only way he feels my tool trucks say the only way they feel they're going to be able to stay in business and compete with Amazon and the internet is to go elsewhere to supply people with the tools that they're asking for they want. And when I bring up like the Coke and sockets to them, they find a supplier for them. They get a lifetime warranty of them. They have no problem carrying them, selling them. The guys love them.
No.
And they're going to do that, and they don't care. It says Koken and not Mac Tool or Matco on it. And I have no problem, even if I had to buy this set. I think he told me the set was $89.95. But I'll buy it from him and support him before I send it off to, some online company that I really don't know who's profiting. I'll support my local dealer because they take such good care of me.
Right. That's another question I got this week too that was kind of interesting. And we're gonna have to wrap this up because it's getting late and I got to get out of here. But the guy said, "How much money are you willing to spend on the tool truck?" And I said, "That's a good question." He goes, "What's your method?" And, I'm gonna address Turbo's question too. I would take Husky over Pittsburgh any day.
All day.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I want a decent hand tool brand for a decent price. And that's kind of a loaded question. It depends on what you want.
It depends what you're doing, what you're working on.
I personally, Craftsman gets overlooked too right now. There's some decent.
You're right though, CP. You're talking about. Are you gonna open the back end of your freaking dryer up, or are you talking about working on a rusted ass car out in the street?
Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question for me. Whenever somebody asks me that, I can
Husky all the way. If you're just doing little odd and end jobs around the house, Husky's going to work fine. So will Craftsman. So will what's Lowe's brand?
Change oil, every 3 months, and maybe put on some brakes, and just do some minimal maintenance. You don't really need much, You don't really need to go all out and get Snap-on. I mean, if you're going to mess around like that, I mean, you want to pretend to be a big shot and build a whole parts room and pretend you have a big fleet outfit or something at your house. I mean, then you would go all out and buy a lot of tools for no reason. But other than that, I mean, you don't really need it for doing an oil change and some brakes and maybe changing a sensor on your GMC every once in a while. I mean, you don't need all that stuff. That's kind of overkill.
Or at home, I have DeWalt. I have a John Deere set that was given to me from my grandpa before he passed. I have Husky, and a couple of your auto stores sockets, because it's you always need those specialty sockets for most of these vehicles nowadays.
Yep. But yeah, that's I'm gonna address this in the video.
There's no reason to spend more money on the tools than what it would cost you to go to a reputable shop, and get your car repaired. There's no need for you to go buy more expensive tools to do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
than if you paid a professional shop to do it. Yes. Do I own Snap-on? Do I own Mac? I have a ton of money invested in tools, but I've been doing this job for 28 years. Rarely do I break any of my professional grade tools. I use them every day, all day long. I spend a lot of money on them. But if I was a do-it-yourselfer, would I go, to change a spark plug on a lawn tractor? Am I going to go buy a Snap-on spark plug socket? No. You buy the cheapest damn spark plug socket you can find. whatever Husky kit. Husky. What's Lowe's brand?
You got Cobalt.
Cobalt. Whatever. I need the cheap ones. I mean, you can go to Walmart and you'll be okay to change the spark plug on your lawnmower.
Yeah, I would. If I was doing this for the weekend, and I'll tell you exactly what I done. So when I first started renting on cars, but just to have a toolkit at home, I went and bought a Craftsman mechanics tool set, 200 and some piece toolkit, and that was, what I used. And I know
how we all started.
Yep, that's exactly, and that's what everybody use that at that's what you use at the house, and then you start, and now if you want to start doing, my tools at home are just outright shit. Listen, I said that with a lot of love, to people that like to have all that stuff. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a garage full of tools if you can afford it, and you want to just change your brakes, and you want to have a freaking Epic, whatever you want to have, you can have, dude.
Shop kit. My tools are shameful at home too. Considering what I have at work.
My mechanic stuff is what my expensive is at. My cheap stuff is at home.
Right.
If I ever start getting in something serious at my house, I often get pissed off that I don't have my toolbox with me.
Well, I usually bring that from work. That's like my tools from work if I'm doing something that I know I need.
I have a buddy.
I do that if I'm doing a job.
I have a buddy who has a Snap-on Epic wagon at his house. Okay, he did buy it for a good deal. He did buy it for a good deal, but it's full of Snap-on tools, and he works on stuff a little bit, not a ton, but he's not a mechanic. He is a white collar guy, but he has a badass toolbox for a DIY guy. I mean, and he doesn't do anything heavy duty. But I will say this. As a friend of his, it's nice when he says, "Hey, CP, can you come over here and look at my car?" And he has tools there for me to use. Not gonna lie to you, that is kind of a nice thing when you have the tools. If you have a mechanic friend and they do come over, so there's a little bit of trade off.
Yeah, even if you don't, I do the same.
Tools are never a bad thing to have. Let's just put it to that. There's worse money you can waste money on. Let's just put it to you that way.
And in general,
yeah. I mean, I don't drink a ton, so I don't have to worry about spending money on it. Well, I chew, and that's exactly
wasted.
Yeah, $8.50 a can for chew. I think about it every time I buy it. Wears me out. But yeah, dude. I mean, like anything, there's no good answer for anything. Tekton, Capri, I could go on and on and on.
Capri tool actually makes a hell of a product for the price.
Yeah.
I love their diapers.
Look up a set of Capri, like mid-length or semi-deeps, I like to call them. Semi-deep 3/8 impact sockets.
I think they have the best socket deal in the market. $100 for
$50. They're like $50 for a set of metric.
You can buy a shallow, deep, semi-deep, and deep set of sockets from Capri on a Westling socket tray for $100, and they're good quality sockets.
Yeah, no, socket trays are how much?
Like $40.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Yeah. So you're getting a hell of a deal with them.
And what's a set of Snap-on semi-deep impacts go now? Metric 8 through 19.
Well,
for those, it's going to be like 7, 800.
No, just 3/8 semi-deep impact metric.
Oh, it's like $300. Yeah,
$300. You get a set from Capri for $40 or $50.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any there's really not
lifetime warranty.
Yeah.
Snap-on might be a better socket. I don't know. A lot of people don't like the softness of the Snap-on socket, but
if you're doing it for a job every day, it's a different story. Like, I don't want to use crappy tools when I'm working on something every day. Even at home anymore, I don't want to use them. So,
at home.
Well, when you get used to using top end quality, and you put something in your hand that's actually shitty.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
It don't feel right. It's wrong.
I don't want to work.
It doesn't feel right, but I still do it.
I'm getting so bad now. I don't even want to go. If I have to go work somewhere and use other people's tools, it gets old. I hate it because organization. I know where all my shit is, and if I have everything, I have all my stuff. So my biggest problem is that if I have to ask somebody for something and they don't have it, and I have it at home, it's frustrating for me.
Oh,
Extremely
you're like shit.
Yeah.
That's what's terrible, and I'm constantly having to run home and grab something. I hate it.
At my work, I got everything.
My neighbors think I'm a drug dealer. I know they do. Like, dude, this guy comes and leaves his house like 10 times a day. Yeah, Tekken's a good set to buy too. You know what? Honestly, I did that video on those like to go socket kits and whatnot. That's where I would start at. You know, if you're looking to buy something, is buy something that's as complete as you can get. I don't think you need to start off with half-inch stuff if you're only working on cars. You get a half-inch ratchet, maybe a couple bigger sockets, but you don't have to. You don't necessarily need a ton of half-inch stuff right away. But
cars, what kind of work you're doing on cars.
Right. If you don't want suspension work, you'll need some half-inch stuff. But
yeah, suspension work, you're gonna need half-inch stuff. Basically, everything else in the car, you're gonna need 3/8 or a quarter.
Yeah.
So that is a really loaded question. But anyways, I'm gonna get this shut down here, fellas, because I gotta get going. I'm tired and I want to get home. So
have a good night.
Yeah. We'll chat with you, fellas.
Everybody.
I believe Fluffy might be still on.
I'm gonna be switching over.
Yeah, he's changing crews. So if you guys need to go over to Fluffy, the Mexicanic, and do a CP the Tool Addict raid. What you do is you jump in there on the stream and you jump in and you say CP the Tool Addict raid, and then everybody comes in there and he'll go, whoa. So, but you guys have a great night. Appreciate you guys. Love everybody. I appreciate you guys coming on. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, or ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty. Enjoy the Super Bowl this weekend. And
that's what I'm gonna be doing Sunday.
Yep, me too. So, all right, boys. Later.
Peace.